All right. Who's going to do it?
The party departed Vallaki westward, during the services of a seasoned hunter named Zoldar to guide them to Kazan's tower at sunrise. Before resting, they spent the evening preparing. Jynx sold valuables at Shanovich Jewelers, acquiring gold and diamond dust, and purchased several magic items at the Blind Witch, including an immovable rod, a paired compass and tracking stone, and sending stones capable of crossing planar boundaries. They gathered supplies, shared drinks, and warnings with Zoldar at the Blue Water Inn, and then visited St. Andrew's Church, where Father Lucian revealed that the sacred bones of St. Andrew had been stolen from the crypt below. Jinx investigated methodically, uncovering boot prints, torn fabric, black hair strands, and a trail leading to the church graveyard, with suspicion falling on Milo, because I'm not pronouncing that, the young groundskeeper. That night, a mysterious swarm of bats appeared outside the inn, and 4 enchanted... I don't know if they were enchanted, the AI put that in there. 4 enchanted raven feathers were found stuck to the ceiling above each party member's bed. The following morning, the party confronted Milo, who broke down and confessed after Jinx's blunt but calculated intervention, revealing he had been manipulated by Henrik the Coffin Maker and paid to steal the bones out of desperate poverty. The party paid him generously and urged him to walk a better path. They then turned to Henrik, where Jinx gained entry by disguising himself as Father Lucian before dropping the ruse and pressing Henrik into a full confession. Henrik admitted a Vistani-disguised stranger had paid him to acquire the bones on behalf of someone named Valenta, and that the bones were now upstairs, watched over by unseen entities. When Jinx opened the cabinet and retrieved St. Andrew's skull, a hidden Blinksy doll head triggered a shrieking alarm, summoning 2 vampire spawns and Valenta herself, a female vampire in a blood-soaked white dress and bone mask, setting the stage for a deadly confrontation.
So technically, the screeching that we would have heard is just them originally coming out of their coffins, and they weren't like, surprise, bitch, we're right here.
No. They're in the room across the hall from you all.
Okay.
I just ended it on a little bit more of a flavor cliffhanger, right?
Gotcha.
Just so I could actually introduce them before we ended. Okay, so with that, we will pick up right where we should have left off, which is from across the hall. You all hear vampires or a creature of some sort begin to shriek, and you hear what sounds like wood splintering and this from the same vicinity. As this happening between that and the chaos of you all just kind of figuring out what's going on, and Torinn just mean mugging the fuck out of this old man. You all essentially have right 2 full rounds of movement without us going into initiative. So you guys can move. This would be your all's time to like scramble to prepare for whatever the fuck's about to come through the door. Obviously, we know what's coming through the door, but in this moment, you wouldn't quite yet, right?
Jinx would immediately yell, "Everyone downstairs," and start making his way that direction.
Yep.
Intentionally waiting to make sure he's the last one to go down.
Okay.
See him in the doorway. I go to fucking old man coffin boy. I'll grab him by the throat, and I drag his old ass to the stairs and chuck his ass down.
Okay. I mean, you're Dragonborn. He's a scared old man. He's not going to be able to fight this.
And I'm going to hit the Legolas, and as he's falling down the stairs, I'm just going to kind of like prance down it behind him and then skip past him. Sucks to be you, bro.
Alright, so...
Can I hit the stairs?
Yeah, you all click the stairs, okay. It'll bring you down. Torinn walks up to the stairs with this old frail man and just hurls him down, hitting the wall and the rail and kind of like going down. He's not dead, but he is beaten and bloodied and just, he's not having a grand old time. You can tell he's still alive and moving, but he's doing that like...
Okay. Yeah, you can stay by the stairs. He can be in between us and the fucking things that are coming for us. Hopefully they go
Oh,
for
I
him.
didn't mean to
I'll
do
let
that.
I'll let
So Jinx is going to go down to the bottom of the stairs. As soon as he hits the bottom, he's turning around and he's casting grease on the steps.
Holy shit, that was terrifying. My apologies, gentlemen.
Could you hear what I said?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Those
So-
eyes are telling, brother.
As soon as Jinx got to the bottom of the stairs, he turned around and cast grease on the steps
Okay.
for anything coming down behind him.
Okay.
And then as a bonus action, he's going to cast Sanctuary on Torinn. So you ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell altogether. The spell does not protect the warded creature from area of effects such as the explosion of a fireball. As soon as the warded creature makes an attack, casts a spell that affects an enemy, or deals damage, the spell ends. So it's just basically if somebody attacks Torinn, they have to do a wisdom saving throw, basically. That's what that comes down to.
Well, I won't do that, I guess.
And Jinx is standing right here by the steps. Anybody that comes down's got to go through him. And he is posted up. Holding an attack, if you want me to do that, holding both of his attacks for anything that comes within range.
I'm going to cast a mage armor on myself.
Oh yeah, I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself.
I will go ahead and pop out my echo right next to me. Do you have another token?
Before we hit the initiative, as everybody's preparing themselves, right here, I would have touched the floor as I walked by, and I will cast Daylight. And it's a 60-foot radius, so the entire room is encompassed by sunlight. And then I will sit back and get ready for the bullshit.
As we're waiting, I'm going to use my echo and just drag the old man out the way. Get him,
Get your
like, over in the
ass out
corner,
the
out of the
way.
way.
This motherfucker's gonna leave a shit smear on the floor with this ghosty fucking fighter dragging him after being thrown down the goddamn stairs. Like,
By a fucking dragonborn.
Yeah.
let's be completely. And daylight lasts for an hour, just so we're clear.
Yeah, it's concentration, right?
Nope.
no.
No? Okay.
I made sure of all that. You told me to come prepared. I'm trying.
No, I get it. No harm, no foul. All right, so with that, as you guys throw old man there down the stairs, he kind of hits you all, just all like step over him. Everybody kind of readies up for the scramble that's coming, and from upstairs, you all hear and see, well, you hear because you can't see it, but you hear a door just explode out, splinter and shatter and hit across the wall. And with that, you hear again that same high-pitched squeal, like that I can't do over the mic because the mic never picks it the fuck up, right?
Good.
And that banshee, like the banshee shriek, I guess is a shriek, right? Comes out, and you all hear immediately just the footsteps, very slow and calm, and you start to just hear like a snarl. The screeches turn to a snarl, and slowly but surely, footsteps down the stairs one by one, and you hear a scraping of nails on the sides of the walls and the wood. You all can see at least one pair of gray feet, wearing tan tattered pants. And you hear a female voice from upstairs say, "Not yet." She starts laughing. Says, I see you think you have tricks down there." You watch as the one vampire in front takes its foot and sticks it into the light to where the sunlight would actually hit. And you all hear him kind of snarl and quickly pull his foot back as the sunlight singes just the tip of his toes. And slight flume of smoke is left where his foot just was. So that's quite clever, but you have to understand some of us love the pain. Are you sure you want to do this?
Kinky.
Come on down. There's more pain to be found down here.
Oh. And she clicks, kind of just like tisking at you all. And she says, those are quite the words for my lord's new play toys. This is the best you've got. With that, we are officially in combat, gentlemen.
Oh, nice. At least I'm not at the bottom.
Okay, so this is where this is actually going to happen, and it's kind of a cooler scene anyways. You all hear her start to laugh again up at the top of the stairs, and she says, well, I just want to play. We don't have to make this so difficult now, do we? And you all hear what sounds like a thump and a skittering along the wall.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to put her on here, but you all start to see a draping dress through the doorway. If you can see Jinx, you see it 100%. Like, you see this gape start to come down sideways against the wall, and you see just one hand just climb, like the claws locked into the wood hallway.
Anyone in the room sees Jinx stand there, and just his head turns like really, really sideways to try and see her correctly. It's really odd.
Back the full 90
Jinx,
degrees.
what do your robot eyes see?
I do want to remind I am holding my attack action for anything that comes in range. Just want to put that out.
So with that, she comes down just a little bit further, like just out of range of where the light would start to push through that door. And Jinx, as your head's turned, you see just black hair come from the side of the door jamb. And here comes the bone mask, the forehead, just to where her eyes are right around the door. And she says, oh, come on now. We're gonna do this like this. And with her other hand, you watch as she pulls this small orange vial, and from around the side of the door, throws it, lands right in front of you in this square. And what she threw was an alchemist firebomb. So I need everybody that is within 10 feet. I think it's radius. Yeah, 10-foot radius from here. I need a dex saving throw out of you all.
9. Not good.
God damn it.
21.
21. Okay. DJ, you fail, obviously, with a 9, and then Jordan, you passed. Let me roll damage real quick.
All right, do me a favor and click where the alchemist fire landed again, please.
Mm-hmm. Right out.
Okay, and that has a 10-foot
Radius.
Mm-hmm. My grease also has a 10-foot radius, which means they overlap right here. You just set the stairs on fire as well.
Oh, I know what I did.
Oh, okay, I'm just making sure.
Yep.
Okay.
I know exactly what I did.
Let me know what damage I took.
Okay. DJ, you take 6 fire damage and are set ablaze. I'll roll for my monsters as well here in just a second. While the creature is ablaze, they take 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of their turn, and you can make an additional dex save to try to, at the end of your turn, to try to extinguish the flames. So yeah, you take 6. Jordan, you take 3. One of mine are going to pass with a natural 20, and the other's going to fail with a natural 2. I'm not even going to fucking do the math on that.
Is the alchemist a AoE of fire after it hits, or is it just a one-time?
It burns for a round or two, doesn't it?
Yeah, well,
the floor should be ignited.
The whole floor right there, and especially where the grease was, because we all agreed we're playing the grease fire rules and all that stuff. So the grease, how long do we want? Let's go ahead and create this rule now.
I think 2 rounds is fair.
Okay. I mean, it's a relatively small amount of grease anyways.
Yeah.
So, it's okay.
Same for the Alchemist Fire. I think both should be 2 rounds. So the first one right there is the Alchemist Fire, and then we'll say that this one here is the grease, which is more contained by the walls than anything, but still.
Our boy out front is also engulfed in flames. The one behind him is no longer. She's out of sight.
That'd be like 8 feet.
That is going to be the end of her turn. If I could actually click next, Jinx, you are up, good sir.
Okay.
We're gonna up the music a little bit. We're gonna get more intense, boys. Here we go.
I'm down. First thing Jinx is going to do is sprint back up the stairs as quickly as he can. As soon as he encounters the vampires, you're going to hear him from downstairs go, excuse me, pardon me, excuse me, sorry, excuse me. And I can't move him past them. They block it. We need to change that option for some reason. But if you could drag him to the very top of the stairs, I would appreciate it. Can I see her from the very top of the steps?
Yeah, she's literally like at the top, like directly above, like spider crawled, like head bent backwards, just looking at you as you come running up the stairs.
First thing I'm going to do is punch her square in the face.
God dang.
Thunder Gauntlet, baby. That's 17 plus 8. 25 to hit.
Bitch about to make the Thunder Fist.
It hits.
Okay. I need to roll damage. Shit. She
Right,
takes
there we
7 thunder damage, and she has disadvantage on attack rolls against anyone but me. And after I do that, I'm going to use my second attack to cast Thunder Wave. Because I am now out of range of Jordan, and I didn't want to hurt him. That is a Constitution save for all 3 of the vampires, please. And that is my last first level spell slot.
Oh boy.
Good sir, you take 4 fire damage.
Copy.
You said con
As
saves?
a bonus action, after taking that damage, I'm going to use my something defense, defensive field to give myself 5 temporary hit points. Con save, yes, for all 3 of them, please.
Okay. She rolled a 22.
That's a success, but she still takes damage. She just doesn't get pushed.
One of the other 2 rolled a nat 20, and the other rolled a 19.
Damn, all 3 of them.
So they all, yeah.
He is rolling really well.
Yeah,
We're in
that's
trouble.
Horse shit.
We're in trouble.
Well, they
Danger.
each still take 12 thunder damage.
Okay. That is perfectly.
And that will end my turn standing underneath of her. I'll just be at the top of the steps. So I'll move myself over here out of the way just so I'm not fucking bothering nobody.
Did you want to roll to see if you're still on fire?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
I
for reminding me
will.
about
That's
that.
That was
that's
awful
your
nice
one
of you.
grace.
15 on deck save.
As you hit the top of the stairs and you kind of feel that pinch, you take a second and realize there's only one piece of like one of your joints where there's oil is still burning, and you're like, yeah, just
It's one of those.
But yeah, that's my turn.
go back to combat.
Hold on. Graven.
Graven.
Graven's gonna step back out of the fire. The Echo's gonna run up to the door. I understand there's fire there. I can roll for that or whatever. But I'm going to swing on that first little fucker that's in the doorway. That is 16 plus 7, so 23?
Hits.
That is 5 plus 4, so 9 slashing with silvered weapon.
I also need you to make a dex saving throw.
Yep. For me or for the Echo?
For the echo.
Okay. 17, 18.
It passes. takes a total of 4 fire damage, but isn't on fire.
And he's dead.
Damn.
He only has like 1 HP or something.
Yeah,
He can
it's
fuck
really-
shit up, but he can't.
it's
take
really
any damage.
powerful until something farts at it, and then it's like, all right.
First time I
Oh
get
no!
Yeah.
With that being said, I'll run up into the fire. Dex save on that is going to be 19, 20, dirty 20. And then, what's my damage on that?
For running in the fire,
Yeah.
it's gonna be 5.
I will swing on him second time. That is 18.
It hits.
Okay. That's 9 slashing with silver.
So as you hit, you wait to see if there's an additional effect. Maybe if it hits a little harder than you think it would. It doesn't seem to. It hits full. It doesn't have that extra oomph that you were wondering if it had.
Silvered weapons don't hurt vampires more than normal weapons.
But it counts essentially as like a magical weapon, right? So you still get the full damage from it. Okay.
As a bonus action, use my Blessing of the Queen, Raven Queen, and teleport back out here. That's the end of my turn.
Torn.
Sure. Torinn is going to move. Yeah, I can see both of them. Are they? Can I see all 3?
No, you can see the one down at the bottom of the stairs. The other
Right.
2 are further up.
Right. So even from here, I can't see the second.
No.
Gotcha. Fuck it. I'm gonna use level 2 Scorching Ray on the first one, like the one I can see.
Turning him into fireman. Just
Yep. 3 rolls for this. I'm just gonna do all the attack rolls and then do damage after. I should hit. That's a 25.
it's
That's a 22.
Yeah.
Sucks to
Miss.
suck. Weird.
12.
of what? Fire?
Attack. No, I'm just gonna roll the attack.
Scorching Ray.
attack
You
rolls.
get 3 of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
3. It's all 3. It's 3.
I gotcha.
Different. It's 3 rolls. And
First one missed.
Third one missed.
20
Oh, third
Third
one.
one.
Okay.
He did a 25, a 22, and a 12.
Okay, yeah, third one misses.
So 2 hits and a miss.
That's fine. So the first one hits for 8 fire damage.
Okay.
And the second one hits for 7 fire damage.
So 15 total.
If I flip that 6 around, it says 9.
See, the problem is I haven't had a beer yet, so when my beer gets here, that's when I lock in, boys. I'm still fucking stone cold sober right now.
Too sober. And then I'm just going to move out the way of X for his turn, and that is the end of my turn.
Okay. Jinx, you're on the top of the stairs, right?
I'm standing directly underneath the Valenta.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure before I brought it over.
Yep.
So he's going to push, like, as he's on fire, just kind of chaotically, like, turns. Like, the fire doesn't necessarily, like, affect him from, like, a pain standpoint, Like, he's burning, clearly, but he kind of turns and you hear, like, a snarl, and he pushes past the other vampire that's right up in between you all, and he is going to attempt to grapple you. I'm gonna leave him down there for right now, because depending on if he gets this grapple, it's gonna change on what the fuck his movement is.
Wait, who? He's trying to grapple me?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
stop
pushing.
that, okay.
Yeah, push
He
past.
pushed the other guy to go
to
after
come
you.
up. Yeah,
Gotcha. That's a contested strength roll, right?
it is. It is strength.
17.
You win. I rolled 2 2s.
Jinx turns around and just puts his hand on the guy's head and says, no. Pushes him back.
It's either that or it's like the pity patter, like no.
It's like as he goes to like push past the other vampire spawn that's in, and the corridor's so tight. Like as he goes to go by, he does that thing where like he misses a step as he goes to grab for you, and you're just like, no, like no, thank you.
Don't like that.
You're on fire. He
That's
quickly,
a spicy touch.
yeah. He quickly gets himself up, and as like he goes to catch himself, he does lash out with his claw to try to swipe you.
Okay.
That's going to be 22 to hit.
God bless.
That would hit, but I have mirror image, so I need to roll a 6 or higher on a d20, and if I do, then he hits one of the mirror images instead, and I lose 1.
I got you.
And I rolled a 7. God damn, barely.
Okay.
Did it.
Okay.
Brother.
So I'm down 1 mirror image. I only have 2 left. My next roll will have to be an 8 or higher, and then when I have 1 left, it's 10 or higher. So I don't take any damage, but I do lose a mirror image in this instance.
That's tasty.
Deej, since
Mirror
you're
image with a 21 AC is fucking retarded.
since you're at the top of the stairs, essentially as he goes to swipe you, and kind of swipes through one of your images, he snarls at you and pushes into the room that he came out of originally.
Okay. Does he move more than 5 feet away from me?
He does, but bonus action, disengage.
Okay.
So we're fighting rogues.
I mean, they are vampires.
They're sneakies.
They're
sneaky.
yeah, they're slippery snakes. They're slippery snakes.
I'm a snake.
Okay. That's going to be the Jesus Christ. That's going to be the end of. Oh wait, it's not the end of his turn.
Oh.
Good. I got the fire on him. Wait, here we go. X.
I can see no one. Correct? Because they technically are all upstairs. Okay. Fuck.
Well, one's on the stairs.
Yeah, but I would have to move forward to get a better view of him, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fire out. Or move your daylight spell. Or do whatever you want to do. It's not my turn.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the edge of the fire. Would I be able to see him at that point?
The edge of the fire. No.
Like the feet of one.
Because he's, I mean, maybe like the slightest toes. I would say yes, but he's going to be at 3/4 cover, which means your attack would be at disadvantage, or his save would be at advantage.
I thought it
Gotcha.
was plus 5 AC when it's 3/4 cover.
Is that what it is?
I think so, yeah. Plus 2 for half cover.
Either way.
And then full. I thought one of them was either way. We can look it up. But
We'll look it up, yeah, it's not a big deal.
So I am going to. Interesting. How does that work for a spell that they have to roll they have to roll on for a save? How does that work for 3/4 cover?
What's the question?
Sacred Flame.
So, cover provides a degree of protection to the target behind it. There are 3 degrees of cover, each of which provides a different
mind.
benefit. Half cover is plus 2 to AC and dexterity saving throws. 3/4
Okay.
cover plus 5 bonus to AC and
that's-
dexterity saving
Okay.
throws.
Well,
Total cover, they can't be targeted.
Sacred Flame negates. They gain no benefit from half cover or 3/4 for the save. So I'm going to cast that. It's Sacred Flame at his feet. You have to give me a dex save.
It's radiant damage, isn't it?
Yes.
Man, it's a shame the grease is on fire. That dex save would be a disadvantage.
17.
So that's a pass. Is there? It doesn't say anything, so I guess you don't take any on a succeed.
Oh no!
Yeah, you don't take any damage. You don't take any damage. You're good. Well, I'm gonna hold right there. That's it. Because I'm going to wait for this fire to go out. I'm not taking damage. I don't need to.
My other vampire spawn's turn. D, same thing. This one's going to turn towards you, and he's going to run up and try to grapple you.
Okay.
Like the one thing I'm trying to do, I'm never going to be able to fucking do. Jesus Christ. All right. What'd you get?
A 9.
Oh, I rolled a 10. I thought you had that, motherfucker.
Nope,
Jesus
I rolled
Christ.
real bad. I rolled an 8. I only have a +1 to strength, man. That is not my stat.
He runs up and literally just kind of like tackles you. It happens so quick, it's like as everything's happening with the one that just tried to grab you, you're kind of just trying to get your senses back, and immediately, like as you turn, you see the sacred flame come hit the stairs right in front of this thing's toes, and as that happens, you realize that it's lunging towards you, it grapples you, and it is going to drag you for its second action. And I'm not gonna. Well, I guess you're gonna be on a different map, buddy. I gotta bring you upstairs.
Whatever, man.
Okay.
Does he get 2 actions or 2 attacks?
2 actions.
Wow. Okay.
I told you this fight's fucking wild, man.
Yeah. No shit.
All right. So
So is the top of the stairs on fire too? Like the landing? Or just the very top of the staircase?
The entire set of stairs is on
it's
fire.
yeah.
Okay.
I take that back. It can grapple you.
But
But
you can't drag.
No, it is multiple attacks with these. There is a variant, but it's not this one.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure before. So it's not going to do that. But while grappled, it's going to attempt. I don't know how this is going to work, but it's its attack, so I guess it's going to work. It's going to bite you, man.
Okay.
It's gonna.
It's gonna try. Roll for attack, buddy.
I don't.
Breaks
Oh,
a
wait.
fang.
That's right.
Pink. Ah.
All we hear is king, 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 because he keeps trying.
Actually, it bites you. I need you to make a con saving throw.
It doesn't have to roll for attack on the bite.
No, it says one creature. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. That's if you're willing. It.
You should have advantage on the attack because
I do.
I am grappled.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the struggle cuddles are definitely there right now, but it's you know.
If Jinx had a penis, he'd have a boner too.
Oh yeah.
That woke Connor up.
I'm on my phone. I fucking
That was
messaged
like,
someone.
that was like at the same time last week when he squirted. He was like, "Hey, yo, I'm back. What happened? What happened?"
18, my good sir.
Miss.
Okay. It goes to bite you, and you hear this like
Clink.
pink, and you're like, what? That tickles.
Stop.
Stop. But with that, you are still grappled, and that's going to be the end of its turn because it can't go anywhere with you. It's going to be the commoners.
Henrik.
Yeah, old Henrik. He is going to stand up, and he kind of just like stands up and immediately just starts screaming as he looks around, and Graven, Torinn, and X are all just standing there. The floor in front of the stairs are on fire, and he hears these like shrieks coming from the staircase.
And the metal guy is missing
Yeah.
for some reason.
Yeah. He is going to use his entire action. He's going to run. Excuse me.
I guarantee you, Torinn would have took an opportunity attack to at least trip his ass.
100%.
He looks around, and so you guys, what you can see, there's a door right here, but it's clearly on fire. So like he looks at the door and is like, I can't go that way. and it just tries to run past all you all to that back corner. Yeah, I mean, if anybody wanted to take a opportunity to trip him or whatever, like, yeah, I mean, I'll let it.
Connor's back. There he is.
So, your friend ran from the corner, ran past all of us to go to the other side of the room. Graven made
get an opportunity attack.
Yes.
I am 100% RKO in this cunt as hard as I can.
Okay, so you're gonna roll for it?
Yep.
Yeah, roll attack, bro.
I would say at advantage because he's frantic as all fucking hell. Like
that smirk on your face.
What do you say about it is yes, no.
He's like,
Praying for that 20. Praying for that 20.
I mean,
Motherfucker, 19. Plus stuff, whatever.
I mean, yeah, okay. Are you trying to hit him or are you trying to trip him? What are you trying to do?
you say RKO out of nowhere.
If he's running past me, especially throwing me, I'm grabbing him by the. I'm gonna have as he starts running past me. My hand is out, grabbing him by the throat and slam him into the ground.
Damn. Where are you going?
He's prone. He's prone.
It's like
they can't even fight this shit. Like
He's like,
they're like,
okay.
no. All right.
It's like when the big guy decides to just
He,
stand
like-
up, everybody's like, never mind.
As
Very good.
he's going to run by and you grab him, he's like, no, no, just like on the ground, just trying to catch his breath. Like you slam him hard enough to where it knocks the wind out of him, but doesn't actually do like physical damage. So like, just not like, no, I don't think so.
Well,
buddy."
you just wait until next turn. I don't care if a vampire comes down here, boys. My focus is on this fucking old prick.
Ain't no vampire come down here.
Friendly reminder that Jinx is upstairs by himself with 3 other vampires, and he's currently grappled and on fire. Because you guys are afraid to take 4 fire fucking damage. Just want to remind you.
So let me ask this question real quick, just for before we even get to my turn, because it's a while, right? So while this fire is being active, right? There's an actual landing up here where they are. It's not like just staircases and that's the second floor, right?
Yeah,
Like, I'm not
landing at the
crazy.
stop.
right.
That's all I need to know. The rest of
it's-
that is fine.
Yeah, it's like there's like I would say like a 7-foot landing, right? Like a little bigger than 5 feet, like enough. Obviously, because there's 2 doors, right? So there has to be a little bit of room, and then the actual staircase.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where I'm currently grappled, standing
Right.
underneath of Valenta
Yes.
with a vampire clumped down on my fucking metal shoulder or something. two little indents now, right here. Just 2 little dips.
You gotta be
She,
quicker than that.
As this all happens, you hear from above. Just she kind of laughs a little bit, and says, "Oh, I thought you all would put up a better fight than this. Come," and she's going to. I don't know how you guys want to, because she's already grappled. She essentially is going to climb. She's gonna climb down the wall from where the door is that they came out of, right? So on the right-hand side, the east side, and goes into the room, drops down, and from inside that door, she reaches out and pulls you in to that room with her. So now I am gonna have to actually move you guys back up there. Jinx, you can move yourself back up there if you want, buddy. You just gotta click your token and yeah.
It would still be a contested strength thing, wouldn't it? I would just be at disadvantage because I'm grappled, technically.
Yes.
Man, I'm rolling like shit tonight. I only rolled a 4 for my strength save, so you're gonna pull me, more than likely.
I rolled a 15 on the first one, so yeah.
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 So wherever you need me to be, put me where you want me. And the other vampire is still holding on to me, right? She's dragging.
Yeah. So I'm
All
gonna
3 of them in that room now.
Yeah.
Because the other guy ran in. Okay.
let me move the other one up here real quick. She's going to take. She has one more step. So she takes 1 step back, and you're facing her with.
Opportunity attack.
You're grappled.
You're grappling.
I'm at disadvantage. I still get an opportunity attack.
Yeah. Let me check one thing real quick because she has weird shit. No, you're good. Yep.
I'm gonna cast Magic Missile because I have Warcaster. So I don't have to. It negates the disadvantage. It's just 3 hits.
Yep.
That is going to be 1d4 plus 1 times 3. So that's 4, 3, and 5. So 12 total. What kind of damage is that? I don't even know.
It was fire.
Force,
It
yeah.
was a force.
12 force damage.
What am I thinking of? Maybe Scorching Rays.
Okay. As she takes a step back, you actually get this off. You watch it's just boom, 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 boom. They all hit, and she takes her right arm and kind of like pulls at her dress, and like as she does, she kind of like wrings it out, and you watch as like blood comes pulling off as she wrings it and forms into a handful of like blood daggers essentially, and just right at you.
I've seen this anime. I'm just saying.
22 to hit.
It hits, but I'm going to deflect to a mirror image, and I rolled a 15, so it takes out one of my mirror images.
Okay, so you have 1 left, right?
I have 1 left, yeah.
Okay.
How many daggers does she throw at me? Just so I know how many attacks I'm getting.
It's more for flavor. It's one
Oh, okay.
attack. Yeah,
Okay,
it's the spell's called Hail of Daggers. So essentially, it's just like I do that for flavor, right? The blood thing.
Yeah, I
think
got
it's
you.
cool. Okay. Gonna be the end of her turn.
Okay.
So we need to go. How do I? There we go. All right, Jinx, you're up.
Are the other 2 vampires in the room with us? There's
One
okay,
is.
I see one. The other one's not in here.
The other one busted into the other room, the one that first grabbed that was on fire. He pushed into the room across the
The one
hall.
we originally came from. Okay,
Correct.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah, so he's over there.
Then I am going to use my first attack to cast my last level 2 spell slot and cast Thunderwave again. I need a con save from both of them.
I will do the vampire spawn who's holding you first.
That's fine.
15.
Fail.
Okay.
He's pushed back 10 feet straight back away from me and lands prone and takes the full damage, which is 12
18.
thunder damage.
Okay. And then
Success on her.
Okay.
So 12 thunder damage to the guy and then 6 to the girl.
Okay.
She takes half and doesn't get pushed. And then my second attack, I'm running back here, and I'm punching this guy on the ground. So if I'm not mistaken, I have advantage because he's prone. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You have advantage. Okay.
I literally just rolled 2 6s in a row
Nice.
Oh yeah.
for a total of 14.
He's not looking so hot, boys.
So I hit him. Okay, good. Okay, so that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm just getting some distance between me and her because I'm doing okay, but I'm out of spell slots and shit. So
Right.
that is my both of my attacks. I don't think I can do much as far as bonus action goes. Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay.
The top of the steps are still on fire, yeah?
Till the end of this round, yeah.
How much fire damage do I take by walking through it?
It's for that one. It's 1d. Was it 1d4?
I think so, yeah.
Is it still difficult terrain, or because it's on
No.
fire?
No, it's just on fire. You just take
Fire
damage.
You take 4 fire damage.
Okay, I'm going to use Absorb Elements as a reaction. And it doesn't negate any of the damage, but I am resistant to it until the end of my next turn, and whatever melee attack I get next will have
That's fire damage.
1d6 fire damage added to it, yeah.
Okay.
That is my last spell slot. I was
Okay.
Time to get up those
That's
stairs,
fine.
boys.
At least you're using them the right way, Bucko.
Yeah, that was solid.
Because you are in a fucking shit situation right now.
I'm doing what I can, man. I'm trying to make this work while I'm solo up here, 3v1 right now.
All right.
At least my Thunder Wave pushed one of these fuckers back.
Right. Right. Graven.
I will run up the stairs.
Oh, he gone.
Yep.
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead. Hold on. So what we're gonna do is everyone's coming upstairs regardless, right?
Yeah,
Like that's happening. Okay.
that's the
Yeah,
chase.
just put everybody on the steps.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and roll fire damage for everybody just to come through. That way, that's taken care of. Just take it off because I know you all are coming through it.
So the two in the room to the right both have disadvantage on any attacks against you guys, just so you all know. The one that I'm in the room with is the only one that doesn't have that debuff.
All right. So in order as you all would come through the fire, Graven, you take 2 points of fire damage. Torinn, you take 3. X, you take 4. Jesus.
Of course I did. Of course I did. Yeah. Makes sense. Cool. Cool beans.
As I come up the stairs, I would bust into the room here. Bitch is back there.
Dude on the ground is not looking good.
Understood. I'm going to jump over him. My echo can't jump over him. Never mind. Fuck it. I'm going to swing on this bitch then.
Hey, yeah, you can. You just move around him.
Oh, okay.
Just move around him. Yeah. I'm not going to count that as movement. Just you obviously went over him, which is going to be 10 feet movement just to get over him anyways. Rough terrain, but
And
Yeah, that's kind of wonky.
as I jump over, the echo is going to appear here as a bonus action.
damn.
You about the Eiffel Tower, this guy. I'm just saying. Hey, you do what you gotta do, Graven. You know what I mean? Hey.
So as I jump over, the echo will swing on him. That is a 18 plus 7 hits.
It's
At advantage, roll a second time in case you get a nat 20.
Heard.
always roll twice if you can.
Alright.
Always.
It's-
Alright, that is 8 plus 4, so 12. Slashing. Does that kill him?
You said 8 plus 4?
Yeah, so 12 slashing.
No.
Okay. Seeing that he did not die, I will turn around and I am going to swing on him as well. It's 11 plus 7, 18 to hit.
Hits.
8 slashing. Does that one kill him? If so, I got some flavor to it. No.
Nope. He's still standing. He's still standing.
Okay.
So, he's not looking good compared to his health. Like these things are beefy. That's why I said it that way. He wasn't like on death's door yet, but he's taken a good amount of fucking damage. He's well below half. Well below. All right, grabbing anything else, bud?
Play with him.
Yes, I will use Unleash Incantation, and my Echo gets another attack. And he's gonna
He wants to
swing.
kill him because he wants to be cool about it. That's all it
Hey, Doug.
is.
Fuck the big scary bitch that's gonna hurt us all. I want this motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck the one that can actually wreak havoc in this fucking place. This spawn, die.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
That's 18 plus to hit, so it does. That is another 8 slashing.
Chipping away, but
Gotcha.
you're in the
He's like, son of a bitch.
Graven turns back towards her and just kind of shields up, just because I know I'm
What?
getting the next blast. So.
just getting the next fucking come here, you. Okay, Torinn.
Before running upstairs, how was the old cunt looking when I slammed him into the ground?
You didn't take any damage. You just knocked the wind
No,
out.
I know. I want to know how he's looking.
I mean, he's prone and looks like he got thrown down a fucking set of stairs and then slammed in the ground, my guy.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
looking
gonna
good, like,
I'm gonna
not
use
looking
before coming upstairs. I'm gonna use my action and put my fist through his fucking face.
Jesus Christ. We're all gonna die because you can't let go of this shit.
Okay. Are you trying to kill him or knock him out?
Whatever happens, happens.
He dies. He dies.
He died.
Yeah.
Fucking Drago over here. The fuck?
With the amount of rage I'm putting into this punch, it's good. If it kills him, it kills him. Unarmed there.
So unarmed, 1d4 plus stuff if you hit.
Yep. 18.
It hits.
I was gonna say, imagine you miss
It's
and
at
punch
advantage.
before.
Roll twice. It's at
Yeah,
advantage.
I'll say it.
Roll
What was it?
twice.
Yep.
Yeah, he's
He's
prone.
3. So I must be on new rules because apparently this isn't a roll. But on strike.
Isn't it plus something? That's all it is.
It's just telling me 3 bludgeoning damage.
That's all you do. Yeah, that's it. You don't do any more than that.
Yeah.
Oh, I always played it 1d4 plus stuff.
No.
It's always 1 plus your strength score.
Is that what it is?
Unless you have something like if you're a monk or a barbarian or something. But
Yeah, so you only have a +2, so you're only doing 3 damage.
Yep.
That's why we don't punch as wizards.
Yep.
Just
You
remember
do-
the kobold that I should have burnt my hand on. All right, just remember that.
You punch him in the face as like he's trying to like get up. Like as you go to move, you just like give him one solid fucking punch and just lights out. Just lights out.
That's
He's
right.
like,
As long as he's there.
Like instant like goose egg on his fucking head. And the dude's balding anyways, but like instant goose egg just starts to fucking rise. Like
Or Henrik.
yeah.
And
Fuck
now
that guy.
I've instantly run up to the top of steps. And I'm just trying to get in a position where I can basically see everyone.
Alright. Alright, that's it.
This motherfucker's forced us into this fight. He is not getting away scot-free.
And we realistically could have avoided the fight if I had inspected the cabinet first and found the Blinksy doll. Or at least gotten advantage on these fuckers for sleeping in their coffins, you know? Something.
Let me just check on...
Bloodied rules, boys, are in effect, and obviously you see on the one that's prone, he is bloodied. So, you see a little blood icon.
I don't see shit because I'm still in the downstairs, technically.
I do not see a bloodied icon on him at all.
Oh, really? Up in the top left corner.
Nope.
Oh, then it just tells me. Okay.
So
There you go.
I just whenever I'm DMing, I just announce that when they're bloody.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
all.
that's-
Because everybody knows that means they're below 50% health.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sweet.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the end. Oh, that's the end of my turn.
all right.
What did you do? Other than
Punch
punch
you
the
in the
old man in the
face,
face.
and then come upstairs.
Come upstairs. My bonus actions are not worth anything.
Okay.
Realistically, it's Misty Step, but that's about it.
Gotcha, buddy.
All right. My bro here is gonna stand up because he doesn't like being on the ground. Is that action or movement?
That's
Movement,
movement.
half
It's
movement.
half movement, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so. As it stands up, it's going to lash out at the Echo with its claws.
I wish I could see what's happening. I don't know who's in what room.
Can't see anything either. It's fine.
Why I love it, because you all like literally when you go into a room have no fucking idea. Like,
Yeah, like I don't know what's going on.
dig
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
So that's plus stuff. What are we doing? 16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay.
And since
It's
he
going-
swung on my echo, I'm going to sentinel attack him.
That cheesy ass smile, you still ain't gonna kill him.
I know.
It's moments like this. It's moments like this that make me wish that we played the what's it called? The rules where you get advantage if you're behind somebody. I can't remember.
Yeah.
There's a
The
name for
flanking
it.
rules and all that
Flanking,
shit. Yeah.
That's it.
Because they can just be like,
Right?
slice. It'd be badass, bro.
That's why we don't play those rules.
Right, because it goes both
It
ways.
goes both ways, right? Exactly.
Yes.
21 to hit.
Hits. Miss.
Imagine.
That
His AC
is
jumped by 12.
Yeah.
7 slashing.
He's berserking. That's all it is.
Right?
Okay. He's still
That's
up. Good hit though. As you go to hit him, you watch his like the back of his shirt just completely rips open, and that gaping wound kind of exposes a spot of his fucking spine. He's going to attempt to attack the Echo one more time. 19.
That hits.
Okay. You take, or it takes 6 slashing damage.
It's gone.
Ninja, vanish.
And it's all right, it's going to, so that's out of there. It's going to immediately turn and snarl at you, run up the side of the wall,
Ginny.
and he's now technically like right here, like on the side of the wall.
Artie, people didn't hear me, but I said opportunity attack as soon as you moved him away.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can use spells, can't I, for opportunity?
Do you have Warcaster?
Do I? I don't think so.
Then it's only a punch. Or swing.
Oh, throwing hands again, boys.
Connor misses being
Actually,
equipped.
hang on. No, I have my staff equipped. I can use my staff.
Yes, you can.
Gandalf that bitch, let's go!
He said, I can shillelagh.
Shillelagh. God, that's
19.
It hits.
okay.
Hot max damage, boys. 8 bludgeoning, I'm guessing.
Okay, still standing.
Just
Barely.
Thank you,
back his
bitch.
head now.
Barely.
It's fucking tight. God dang.
He's trying to get back to Mama. He don't want to be there no more.
Well, I hope none of you take a crit hit, because I now can't save you. At least for this round.
I'm the last one to go on that one anyway, buddy, so we'll see what happens. This is going to get real interesting.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're last on there. It's down to the vampire spawn.
Well, it's the guy in the room with me anyway. I mean, he's not coming from one of you all.
Well,
Can't
luckily
imagine.
that'll be start of next round, so I'll have my reaction back when that happens.
Would I know what room she was in? Coming up these stairs? No? Okay.
Yeah, I didn't yell it out or anything.
Shit.
Well, I made the assumption that seeing Jinx,
I mean,
that's why I moved into the other room.
So, right. Deduction, what you would have seen is you would have seen Torinn go into the door that he went into.
Mhm.
So you know that if that helps with a split-second decision-making as you were running.
I mean, because I think I would follow. That's the only thing I would think of. I would just push into the room. And a moment I step in, I'm looking for her, and I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt at 2nd level.
Okay.
Alright, so that's a roll for damage. That is a 24 to hit.
That's going to hit her.
So it's 5d6, so I'll roll these. That's going to be a bad roll. That's 11, and so that's 15 radiant that I would have hit her with.
Okay.
Okay.
Obviously super effective, right?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that would be it for me.
My turn. Jinx, as you kind of get in here and he's scrambling and just put himself, you see as he's putting himself out from being on fire. Without even looking at you, he goes to dash, bonus action. No, not dash, I'm sorry. Wrong. Disengage. Bonus action, disengage, and sprints into the bedroom and slams the door shut. Everything else I can do behind the scenes, so I'm good there.
Does the door open into the room that I'm in or into the room that he's in?
It's into the room that he's in.
Okay.
His ass knocked out. He don't get a turn.
He gets a turn to do something, and he just failed it, so... There's 1 out of 3, boys.
Okay, so he had 1 point of health and you killed him. Very good.
At this point, all fire in the hallway has died down to where it's not effective anymore, right? The floor itself is completely charred. The entire upstairs just reeks of smoke, and there's a slight haze of that smoke that's kind of just billowing, probably like a foot off the ground, almost like a light fog that you all have seen in the actual woods itself, right? That was just for description. It's not the same mist or anything. No need to panic.
Flee!
No
Run!
more fog.
All right, now it's going to be her. She. You all, Graven. You watch as she kind of reaches behind her, and she pulls out this slender, like crystalline stone, and immediately she chucks it in your direction.
Oh, good.
But she doesn't go to hit you. She goes to hit like this wood pile that's right next to you. As that happens, this shard crystal, upon impact, bursts into concussive energy. I need everybody that's within 10 feet of the point of impact to give me a con saving throw.
19.
6. 6.
Gordon?
26.
Okay.
Hey,
I thought
just, hang on. Just because I feel bad for X and how shit he just normally rolls, I'm gonna chronal shift your roll.
What that means?
So you re-roll and take the new roll.
Okay.
Torinn
That
and
doesn't matter.
Graven, like,
It's a 9, baby.
you all watch as she grabs this crystal and goes to chuck it, and you all kind of like have that second to like turn and brace, and as that concussive like blast just kind of pushes through you, it knocks you slightly off balance, but you're able to kind of stand still. X, with you being behind, you didn't. Graven's essentially blocking this whole thing coming, so all you see at the last second is this glint from this crystal smashing into this pile of lumber. This wave hits you, knocks you, slams you up against the wall. You are prone. I can't push you 10 feet back because you're against the wall. But you also are deafened for the entire next round.
Okay.
Okay. That's her first. She then immediately again grabs behind, and that same well, Jinx, you're not in there, so you all see it for the first time. She essentially like wrings blood out of her dress that turns into like a fan of daggers and just right at Graven.
I tried helping X. I just can't.
No,
help that you roll bad.
That's so bad,
Yeah.
dude. So
Already,
bad.
she has disadvantage on that attack roll because of my
Thank you.
Thunder Gauntlet thing.
That's right. Thank you.
Wouldn't technically... No, I guess it doesn't matter. Never mind. Stupid.
Is it just for this turn?
It's until she's dead or I die. It is a permanent debuff until I decide it's not applied anymore.
Okay.
Or until I attack someone else and she drops it, basically.
I got you. 21 to hit.
With disadvantage? God damn.
God damn!
Yeah, that hits.
So that attack has a +7. Just
Yeah.
so, like it's.
Yeah, but even we were fucking +7. God damn!
Okay. Actually, it's not that bad, boys. Total of 9 piercing damage. You, as soon as she hits this, she kind of looks at you all, crouches down real quick, and immediately jumps up in the air and just upside down and crawls around the corner. And from around the corner, you hear her again start laughing and go, "Just give up already. It'll be so much easier. I'll make it hurt less." Jinx, you're up.
I am not going to worry about the guy that went through the door. 5, 10, 15. That is my 30 feet of movement, because double movement for moving past Torinn. I am going to throw my dart at this guy. 16 plus stuff.
It's
That is going to be 6 piercing damage.
this thing is hanging on by a literal thread.
Like
a literal thread.
I just want to say that he made him a unicorn with that dart. Let's just
Like
that
literally,
is canon. That is 100% canon now.
I am also going to pull out the small knife I have because I can't get any closer. I'm going to throw that at him too.
Run the bullshit, go!
13 plus 6, so
Hits.
19.
Hits.
And
How do you want to do it? How do you want to do it? He literally has 1 HP. He has 1 HP. Literally hanging on by a thread.
With the dart sticking out of his forehead, and him kind of swaying around, Jinx throws the knife and hits the end of the dart, driving it deeper into his head.
Ooh.
And he just head snaps back and he falls over like a fucking cut down tree.
And with that, boys,
That's
one
one
of the spawns have fallen. As this happens and that final dagger just drove in and it falls over lifeless, you hear from the other side of the hall, the other one just start to shriek in what sounds to be a mixture of agony and anger. Anything else, Jinx?
I got no movement.
You are
No,
spent.
I don't. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I don't. No, I have no spell slots. I can't do a bonus action. I'm
Okay.
done. That's my turn.
Graven.
It's what, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So right here's 30. I will bust this window open.
Or attempt to.
Yeah.
They're just they're not boarded up here. These windows are literally just shut with the old school iron hook. You just literally just have to do the latch. The ones up here are not boarded up. The ones downstairs were boarded up.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I will either take the time to undo it, or I'll just kind of bust it open. Force
I mean-
it open.
Literally as you run up to it, you would literally see that it's just the little iron hook in the fucking hole, and you just got to be boop, that's fine.
Bonus action, I'll have my echo come over here, and then use my second attack to open this window.
As you open the shutters, the bit of light that is outside, I would say it's pure light within roughly a 20-foot cone. That's what I was just trying to do, is pull it to the 20, both ways. The intersection for what you all see is daylight, because it is overcast, and with the way that everything is here, it pushes in, but it doesn't illuminate the entire room the way you maybe were hoping it would.
Better than nothing.
So I would say that you can see clear as day in here, right? Because there's no light source in here, right? We all know that. So the whole area that's lit up, you can see that clear as day. I would say another 10 feet out, another 15 feet out would be dim light, right? Just for the sake of how this works.
I will second wind and regain some health points.
Okay.
I get 11 points back. That is my turn.
Torinn.
I am going to bonus action Misty Step. Still can't fucking see. Okay. Don't fucking matter. Well, that's all my movement. Well, I'm just gonna stand there and have a wank. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Turn.
I didn't realize I kept going. I don't. Am I missing something? Because I don't see her at all.
No,
Unless just
she's down here hiding.
right. I just thought because it cuts off fully here. Even though where I am, I thought I'd be able to see more.
Here's what you know. She went around the corner, and there's not a window over on that side. So where she has to be there somewhere.
I mean, so technically, if you could see at least in a direction where you think she would be, cast some AoE. Fuck
That's
it.
what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna cast an ice knife like here. His ice knife like fucking explodes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a 5-foot radius now.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast it right here. Hit or miss, the shard explodes. Any target within 5 feet must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. So if she's somehow within that radius, she has to do a roll.
He's rolling.
Nice.
So I'm getting my 2d6 up.
Is it fail or pass, or if they say that?
Just a hit.
Must succeed on a dex saving throw or take 2d6 cold damage. So I guess it's not half damage if she
Right.
succeeds.
Said dex saving throw.
Yep.
16.
Motherfucker. Just beat it.
So
She's
ice
going
knife goes over into the corner where there's just not necessarily like piled up crates, but there's just like a bunch of storage that's over in this along this back west wall. Ice shard hits. You think for a slight second you hear movement. There's no effect, but you feel like something might be over in that corner.
Oop.
Okay.
And that's everything.
Okay.
Literally depleted.
Okay. You're up.
I would get up, do the 15 feet of movement. So I would move the 15, and then I'm going to phase step to here if I can, or whatever here, just to be next to Torinn. And then right here, when I land, the moment I land, I'm casting Daylight on the floor.
How many times a day can you cast Daylight?
It's a spell based on level 3, so I can cast it as many times as I have level 3 spells.
Like the 3rd level fucking spell?
Yeah, dude.
You're thinking of, there's another one that's like this, and that one I think is a once a day. But
Yeah,
Daylight says I
Daylight's
can do
level
it twice. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's
So-
fine.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought it was a level 5.
No. Level 5 is Dawn. That's the other one. That's
Ah.
the one that's the beam fucking tunnel. It's crazy.
Okay.
Column.
Moonbeam. Okay. So, all right.
Yeah.
So, Daylight lights up this entire area.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. It's a 60-foot radius. So however you want to do that with where, because I
it's
placed
gonna
it right
be
there,
this.
it's gonna.
It's
yeah,
this
it's the
whole
whole
fucking
floor.
area over here is just a glowing fucking beam of light.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You can clearly see this entire area as the light flashes and this entire area illuminates. You know she's there, but only because she's behind some like crates and stuff. And you watch as the flash happens, you watch the top of like the bone mask like duck.
So she's behind something. Nice.
You've already casted Daylight once. She's smart, man. Like fuck
Yeah,
this
no, it's
shit.
good,
She
it's
don't
good,
want
it's good.
She don't want to do this shit.
She's like, stop attacking me, bro. It's like, yeah, but you ain't coming out here.
What
You
are
keep
you-
your
what are
ass
you-
right there.
What are you doing, step clerk?
Yeah.
Just
Well done, well done, well done. Yeah, so I use that. And when it comes to spells, I can't cast a secondary, even though it's a bonus action, right? It's only if a bonus action is, or if I use like a cantrip and then the bonus action. Okay, yeah, then that's it. That's me done.
Standing here holding each other's cocks.
Yep. Just staring at this bitch. Like, you know I can still see you, right? I don't care if you ducked. I know where you are. Come out. Stop playing games. Fuck.
where did you cast Daylight
Right
at? Like
where I'm standing, like on the
okay,
floor.
so literally like I got
Like
you.
as I landed, I was like,
You well irradianced it. I got you. Okay.
I didn't say that. You did. That's not what I said.
Hey, at least they fucking pull out Dawnblade.
From behind this set of crates, a leather satchel, for lack of better terms, comes hurling in your all's direction.
Well, this bitch got everything to throw at us. God damn it.
Landing right next to you, X.
Of course.
As this thing kind of comes flying through the air, you notice this like withering black substance start to kind of like ooze out, and as soon as this bag hits the ground, this black ooze just covers.
Take it.
It literally just, as soon as it hits, this stuff starts to spread like oil. It's not oil, but it starts to spread like oil. Anybody within, hold on, 2. So I'm sorry, it's gonna cover. It only can cover 2 individuals, so I can't totally fuck you guys here. So it's well, yeah, it's X and Torinn, yeah. So both of you all on impact are covered in this sticky tar substance. I need both of you to make a strength saving throw for me.
That's gonna be a fail, homie.
Ah!
Yeah, it's a fail. I'm not gonna give you the number.
Yeah, I'm not giving it either. Just do us in, bro.
It's less than 10.
Bend us over it. Yep, same.
Oh, okay. All right. Both of you are restrained, just covered in this black tar.
Okay.
As it hits you, you feel it kind of like harden up a little bit. It's still malleable, but like it's definitely holding you, and you all are sitting there fighting. You all can repeat the saving throw at the end of your all's turns. Obviously, the effect ends upon success, right? All right, so with that, again, from behind this, you now, like, covered and not able to move, see this, like, tiny black, like, stick come flying through the air, landing in the same square. And immediately a extremely dense smoke begins to billow, and you all notice as this smoke starts to spread on the ground, light completely fades away. As it starts to come over your shoes, you can't see your shoes, and it begins just to spread and develop. It heavily obscures a 20-foot radius.
Is this a magical spell? Because technically, that doesn't. If
I would say it's a magical item.
Okay, the reason why I ask is because daylight negates any kind of darkness style spell.
Yep.
So
I know.
I would say
okay.
this doesn't apply to that. There's something
So it's like a fog cloud kind of deal.
essentially like like true darkness. Like I don't. After we're done tonight,
smoke.
essentially, right? It's something that is very prevalent here for certain types of enemies, right? Like its defenses.
Okay.
I didn't want to use it yet, but thanks for forcing my fucking hand.
You're welcome,
but,
Hanson.
Yeah.
I got you.
20-foot radius from this square. She is going to. Well, you all wouldn't really see. Up on. See one. All right. She begins. Hold on. Sorry, I got a math here, boys. She's on the ceiling.
I'm guessing you don't get opportunity because you just can't see shit.
No, yeah, they don't. And she's on the ceiling.
I do.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
can.
afraid of that.
Correct, you can.
I'm standing on top of some logs and shit too, so I'm even closer. I'm for
Right.
sure going to make that opportunity attack.
I fully expect it. I was just focused on fucking her dash,
Yeah.
like so.
Can you grapple as an opportunity attack?
Nope.
I didn't think
Only
so.
an attack.
No.
That's a hit. That's 18 plus 8.
Yep.
26. And that is going to be 1d8 plus 5. 7 under damage.
Okay.
Oh, plus 1d6 from the fire that I absorbed too. Forgot about that. And that's 6, so 6 fire damage too.
It's a good opportunity hit.
Yeah.
And wouldn't she take damage like passing around the daylight? Or there's
It was
Yeah.
all shrouded by the smoke.
Yeah, because it comes from that center point, right? So
Gotcha.
if you envelop that center point, right?
I mean, it's not like she's going anywhere. It's daytime outside, so we just gotta follow her
She's
to
just
wherever
going
she's
to
going.
another room, right?
Yeah, probably the room where the other vampire is, I would guess.
Right, that is her turn, boys. Jinx.
Now I'm coming running. How's she looking health-wise?
Fine.
She doesn't look fucked up at all.
She's looking spry, bud. Well, not like spry. Yeah, she's taken some fucking boo-boos, but she's not.
I'm gonna
She's
try to
not
grapple
bloodied.
her.
I'll...
I'm gonna try to grapple her. 19.
Jinx essentially said, "Where's my hug at?"
I don't remember how this is played. I rolled a 19 as well.
I think we could just re-roll.
It's rollies.
I'll say it's either reroll or take the higher who has. But I don't think it's the dex thing, right? It's not.
No, that's initiative stuff is dex. This is just a re-roll, I think.
Oh, that was
Should
a
we get-
sale. Hold on. That was saving throw, right?
No,
Correct.
it's a contested strength save or
Oh.
contested strength check.
That's right.
rather.
That's right. Okay. Then yeah, we're good.
Okay. Nat 20 for a 21.
Got it.
Hold that bitch, I'm coming.
Hey yo!
Here we go, boys.
I mean, if she gets a nat 20,
Bro, it's all I'm walking away from the screen.
you never
I got
know,
this.
bro.
She did not.
Okay.
I have begged to
I'm
you
not
go,
gonna lie.
Oh my god!
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping he rolled that 20.
I kind of was too. I'm going to use my second attack to punch her, and that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay.
21 to hit.
It's
I have
And then-
an idea,
God,
and I'm going to
terrible roll.
when it's my turn.
I think that's only like 6 fucking damage. Yeah, 6 thunder damage on that. That is the end of my turn. As a free action, if you'll allow me, I'm going to yell out to the rest of the guys, get her fucking mask.
Evan.
I'll
That's
move
good.
here. Bonus action, I will spawn my Echo here. Well, I kind of want to get up wrapped under Jinx and take my sword and try to pry her mask off.
I mean, it's just a mask. You probably don't have to pry it. You probably just have to grab it and pull it.
Yeah.
Is that what I said?
All right.
Right? I mean, it's awkward. It's a mask. It's literally a mask. You pull her mask off. She has a gorgeous face. She has that, like, we're gonna go back to the titty twister, boys. Like, back when What's-Her-Nuts turns into a vampire, the stripper chick. I can't remember her fucking
Selma
name.
Hayek.
Yeah. She's
That's not her name
she's-
either. But okay,
Yeah. She's literally like
it's close.
that. Just, like, obviously her skin's pasty white, but
Girl, you're lucky I'm not flesh, because you'd be getting the bone.
So, would you count me taking the mask off as an attack?
yeah, it's an action.
Okay. Then I will take my second one, and I will take my sword and aim for her heart.
You have advantage because she's grappled.
As you pull her mask off, she blows you a kiss, and like she takes her tongue and just slowly, like, from one side to the other, just licks her lips, like, while looking into your eyes.
Okay.
Yes. All you hear from Graven after all this time, ew! Like, who the fuck
All
was
high
that?
pitched and shit.
Right, exactly.
That's 19 to hit. That is 9 piercing.
Okay. As you stab her, this time she takes, like, her tongue, like, wraps it around her right fang and just says, "Harder next time."
Hey,
Alright, that's kind of hot.
Yeah, we playing this.
I'm like, okay, never mind. Yeah, you go bite me. Go ahead.
Fuck you like I
Go
hate you.
ahead. Damn.
All right, anything else, Graven?
1 second. That's it for now.
Is it just complete fucking darkness at the moment?
Darkness and y'all are kind of get that
Yeah.
shit on you.
Yeah, for you, for 20
And-
feet around you all. Yeah.
I'm guessing. Would my
You would've-
sense of direction be gone? Because I want to misty step out of here, but I'm kind of guessing which way I'm going. If that's
No, your sense of direction, you can still hear. It's not deafening.
Yeah, what I mean
You
is
still have
I'm
sense of
basic-
direction.
I'm basically just trying to go back the way I came using misty step.
Yeah, I mean, you know the way that you came, so
Yeah.
you just went back. Yeah, it's not like you were teleported or whirled around or anything.
I don't know, bro. She's fucking throwing fucking shit. So yeah, I'm gonna cast
Okay.
misty step. What's that? 30 feet.
You can get well without of that shit, yes.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see where 30 feet is. Misty step to there. Am I still covered in this fucking black shit?
Yeah, but you can make a, you're still restrained, yeah. But because
Yeah,
you
but
missed,
I
it doesn't do anything.
yeah. But do I can only do that at the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, you can make a saving throw again.
So movement's still 0.
Yeah.
I can. I can't really see her. I can just see her fucking icon.
Yeah, you can't see her. She's up. What you really see is like Jinx and
Yeah.
fucking Graven being like,
Is she technically a humanoid?
no.
Uh,
That is the one time I will give you that answer.
well, I didn't know if humanoid counted as just a person who looks humanish but not human.
I mean, you have human, you have undead, you have creature. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of different.
No, that's fine. I was thinking of using the whole person.
I mean, you certainly try.
Well, it says she's a humanoid. You just told me she's not.
I mean, you can't try. Also, I'm the DM playing against you all right now. I don't always have to be truthful with you all. Like,
True. That is true.
when it comes to questions like that, we've been playing. Would she be a humanoid?
Yes. She has 2 arms and 2 legs. She's a humanoid.
That's what I thought. But I can't. You said I can't see any part of her. I can just see fucking Jinx leaning up and fucking reaching. Motherfucker, I can't move.
Can't Misty Step again?
Oh, he did, but the issue is he's
Why is my
still
bonus action?
still
he
restrained.
used it to
Yeah,
get
it's
out of
the
the
restrained,
yeah.
and it didn't still restrained. So, I mean, at this point, buddy, you might as well just end it so that you can try to break out of it. Honestly,
Maybe use an
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and tickle her feet. That's
Give me it.
Go ahead and do your roll.
Roll your roll. Roll your strength save.
oh yeah, 19 plus stuff.
You break out of it. Once you miss these step, you kind of realize there's nothing else you can do, and you get kind of fed up with it. You just start grabbing this stuff that's really like a cooling plastic at this point, and you're able to finally just break out of this tar type substance. Okay. X.
I'm gonna pull the same shit he did to try to move, thinking that maybe face step will get me out of the goop.
Okay.
And then I'll just jump to right behind him.
Okay. Still covered in the goopies.
Right. Considering, let me ask you this question. Can I cast less while I'm stuck in this thing? Restrained? Because I'm not sure how you do the verbal somatic thing.
Thematic
Yeah,
doesn't
war.
Consider it up.
require hand movement. Doesn't
Right.
arm movement.
Yeah, so I would say, yeah, you could still.
If I could still do it,
Yeah.
then I would actually cast Bless on the 3 of them.
+4 to attack rolls and saving throws, right? Or
Correct.
+1
Yeah.
D4, I mean.
Yeah,
1d4.
D4, yeah.
1d4. Yep. And then that would end my turn, and 15 plus 3, so 18.
You also break out.
Very good. Thank you, sir. This fucking
me.
sticky shit.
It's got me and X just fucking just like.
That's right. Just get it off. Get it off. Get it off. Get it off.
So she is restrained, correct?
She is.
Yep.
While you all are sitting there holding on to her, Graven, she looks at you and goes, "My turn to play." And with her one hand, she kind of like like she's still holding on to the wall, but like she rubs down her hair. And again, you see this familiar just fan of fucking blades come out of nowhere, and she just right into you.
At disadvantage.
Why?
It's an attack roll, isn't it?
It is.
Then it's a disadvantage. She's not
She
only
still has that
grappled, but I
permanent
also
debuff.
she has that debuff from my Thunder Gauntlets, and she's
Oh,
grappled.
God, that fucking bullshit.
What? You were this close to getting the FU. This close. It was
He
close.
said, why?
He's
Bitch,
close.
he's grappled for starters. That's why.
True.
You gotta roll four dice.
Double
to get your
disadvantage.
advantage.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if it's
Eight.
stacked? Oh my god.
Jesus, that'd be painful.
Motherfucker. I rolled a natural 20 on the first one, too. 18.
That hits. So the echo that was there, not me, just dissipates.
All right. On this one, she wants to get out of the fucking grapple. So
Yeah.
fucking bad.
That's an action, though, isn't it? To try to break out of a grapple or something?
Yeah, I think so. She can't do it this round, which is fine. It's fine. She's gonna turn and she's gonna do a hail of daggers on you, Jinx.
Close. It's close.
22.
Did you roll at disadvantage?
I did. That's why I was sitting there. Okay.
I have one more mirror image left, though, so give me one moment here. And I did not roll high enough, so I take that hit.
It's not crazy damage, anyways.
Whatever.
So does that mirror image still stay until it does take
Yeah.
a hit?
Yeah.
Right.
Or until the time expires on the spell.
You take 10 piercing damage.
Have to go robot. I'm just kidding.
Which,
We should just start adding fucking resistances to you. You're a robot. That doesn't hurt. It doesn't matter.
I wish it worked that way.
If you're grappled, does disengaged get you out of it?
No.
Right? Okay.
You
I just
have,
wanted to
you
make
have to break the grapple, yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. I'm over here like, so there's nothing else I can do for her. Okay. Well, I mean, that's her. It's her turn.
Okay. For Jinx's first attack, he is going to pull a bottle of holy water out and try to jam it into her mouth. How would you
Damn
like
it.
me to roll for that?
That's what I was gonna do.
Just a regular attack roll?
Yeah, I mean, it would just be.
I'd bust that shit on her chest. Never mind.
On her chin, huh? Yeah?
I said
Yeah,
chest.
boy?
I actually was gonna say chest.
she
It
got a
works
nice
either
titty.
way.
I know what Q I'd bust in her chin.
Bro,
Damn, I
relax.
rolled really bad. 8 plus 3. That's a 12.
That's
That
11.
does not hit.
That's 11.
Okay. Well, then, yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is 11. You're right. Thank you.
Alright.
I will say, because we are keeping things like that, we definitely got to keep track of when it's like powerful shit like that. I would say, even though you missed, when you did miss, it ended up slamming up against the ceiling, and the glass vials shattered. Right?
So she's covered in holy water then?
No. It's still a miss, but I mean, like, I can't just let you guys, if you miss with holy water on something like that, where you're purposely trying to slam.
Okay.
But you know what I mean? Like, it's just to kind of keep balance on fights, because that's as powerful as daylight, right? It's one
Okay.
of those type of checks and balances.
Okay. Well, then, after breaking this vial and it not getting on her, I'm going to punch her in the face again.
Damn it.
God damn it, you fucking cunt!
Harder!
A 17 plus 8, so 25.
Hits.
Just wait until she calls you fucking daddy. God.
10 thunder damage. And that is my turn. Since I can't move her or anything.
As you hit her, she lets out. You're not going to get me to do it on recording.
Good.
But the most elegant moan of just
not good.
straight bliss.
Never
Nah,
mind.
you gotta do it, bro.
Bring it.
Nope.
My bad.
My pressure would.
With that hit, blood does start to just run from the corner of her mouth. You split her lip open. And as soon as she moans again, just her tongue comes out, licks, and just coats the top of her teeth. Just blood dripping off of both fangs. Just staring at you. Just staring at you with like eyes of complete sadistic passion. Just like, this is what she lives for.
Uh-huh. I dated a girl like this one time.
Yeah, I know,
He
that's-
was
Oh, can we
scary as fuck.
Can we?
All right, Graven, you're up. We're almost done this encounter, boys, I think. Y'all are getting close.
I run up under there. I grab her fucking hair and pull her head down, and I just whisper in her ear,
She goes,
"Daddy's home," and take my vial of holy water and shove it down her throat.
Well, smash it in her face, if anything.
Yeah, I imagine
Well,
guessing
I will
it's probably worse
smash,
than getting covered
pour,
by it.
whatever. It's going down her throat.
okay.
Remember, you have advantage on the attack roll.
That's much
Oh,
better.
And
you're
bless.
1d4.
And bless. I forgot to roll
Yeah.
my 1d4 on both of my attacks.
Well, that's 19 plus.
Hits.
Alright,
You rolled twice, right?
yes.
Okay.
Second one saved me, so.
Okay.
So yeah. I successfully shoved.
Holy water in the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will like pour it down her throat and then like slam her head against the thing to make sure it goes down her throat since she's upside down.
She drinks it. And, like, as she's gulping, you can hear her purposely, like, choking on it and, like, trying to push, like, the bottle further into her mouth.
I need
Like-
a girl like that. God damn.
God damn!
And, like, as you pull it away, just, like, one tear just, like, whoop, drops on the floor.
Jeez.
Um,
I'm telling you, I dated a girl like this once, man. Bedroom was fucking amazing.
And-
Nothing else was.
It, it's interesting. With it, you notice that it has an effect, but it didn't seem to, like, necessarily, like, cause physical, like, it's burning, right? Like, it didn't do that. It definitely has an effect, and, like, even though she's putting on this face, like, you can tell, like, she's very uncomfortable with what just happened. Like, she knows something that you all don't know. Anything else, Graven?
Oh yeah. Bonus action, Echo's gonna come out right below her and then use my second attack to stab up.
Can your echo share a space? Hold on, can your echo share a space with another person?
Echo will not be
Okay.
under this.
I got you. I got you. Yeah,
to
yeah.
the side, but still aiming for the heart. That's 16 plus.
Roll at advantage.
That was.
Plus bless.
Yep.
Plus 16 plus, I'm sure it probably hits, but
Yeah. 16 plus 7 plus 4, so I'm sure that definitely hits.
It hits.
Uh,
hit 27 misses. Ah, fuck.
right.
God damn it.
Time to leave the house.
That is 9 piercing. So we will action surge. So yeah, I'm gonna search and swing again. That is a 13 plus with at advantage. 13 plus 7, so that hits. So I will stab the first one on my first one there. That is another 3 plus what was that? Fuck. 4, so 7 piercing. And then I'm gonna whisper in her ear, "Tag team, bitch," and then My echo's gonna hit her. That is a 11 plus 7 plus 3. So that hits.
Jordan's just leaning into the BDSM part of this.
Yeah.
God damn.
That's another 11 piercing.
She's not looking good, boys. At all. Like, as you hit her, like, she's sitting there, like, trying to laugh. And, like, she starts to essentially, like, throw up blood. Like, she tries to hold it back and just... And when I say, like, throw up, I don't mean, like, oh, you stabbed me a little bit, runs out. Like, no, she is very much so, like, vomiting foamy blood.
Hell yeah.
Anything else, buddy? I think that's it for you, right?
I will use my remaining movement and just kind of come... Oh, that's too much.
Just kind of come, huh?
Damn.
Well, I was going to say I was going to go block this door, but that's too much movement. No, that's not. Yeah, I'll go right here and just kind of brace the door, pull it towards me, make sure nothing tries to come out.
As soon as... Okay. I see what you did there. Okay. Torn.
How did I see the bitch?
She's in the hallway.
He's right where Jinx is. Literally, under Jinx. Or over Jinx, yeah.
Yeah. I am going to level 3 Scorching Ray her. Is that advantage? Or is that just...
Yeah, she's still
At
grappled.
advantage because she's grappled.
And because it's... Because I'm casting at higher level, it's going to be 4 rays.
And you have Bliss.
Yep, that's why I got the D4 as well. Dirty 20 for the first one. 17 for the second one. 19 for the third one. And dirty 20 for the fourth one. So the first attack's going to be 5 fire damage. Second one's going to be 5 fire damage. Third one's going to be 5 fire damage. And the last one's going to be 4 fire damage.
I'm going to go grab my other beer. I want you to think of a really good way. Like a really good way of how you want to do this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So upon casting the Scorching Rays, I target all 4 right. I'm guessing her legs are facing me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I target all 4 fucking rays essentially at her fucking vagina.
Okay.
They bore a hole straight fucking through her. And in doing so, split her in half, and every bit of gunk and all that shit's inside her just splats and falls all over Jinx. And he's just standing there holding just a half of her in each fucking hand.
Okay.
With the slow head turned back to you like, you motherfucker.
That would be so wonderful if that's how that actually just went. As you do this. As you do, I mean, all 4 of these make contact, and she essentially, while spitting this bloody, like, foamy blood up, she does the big O as these things hit, though, right? And as that happens, she completely loses grip. Jinx, immediately, she falls to the ground. I'm not going to say she, like, does damage to you or whatever, but she does fall to the ground, just hanging on with an inch of her life. And she starts to cry, and the cry turns to laughter. And she says, well, now you've really done it. And you all begin to hear the sounds of tearing flesh and breaking bones. And as she screams and looks up, her nose splits open and becomes more like a bat's. Her face elongates. Within a matter of 30 seconds, this entire transformation from her being a human to more of like this humanoid bat creature comes to be. Her flesh completely like starts to peel off, and as she does, she doesn't say anything. She essentially becomes a bull in a china shop and burns past all of you all. There's absolutely no way that you all would be able to hold on to her at this moment. It goes back into the room that she originally, that you all were fighting her in, where she was stored, and literally runs towards the open window to the back and busts through the actual frame itself, completely leaving sight.
Absolutely no way to stop her.
At this point, she's a large creature with some enraged powers, and I don't think you all would be able to stop her yet. She did take damage because the daylight was still going in there. I'll give you all that, but you guys.
You're grabbing. We ain't done yet.
Okay, I mean, where were we? Torinn just went. X, you're up.
Go here. I'd just be like, I gotta get over here, but I don't think I can move with everybody in the hallway.
Hey, you can move. It's just through a space. It's just
Double movement.
it's just double movement.
It's rough terrain.
Yeah.
Or difficult terrain.
Yeah. Well, because technically I used the 15, 20 to get here. I'm not going to be able to pass them to get into that next room, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm stuck in this little spot until everybody moves into the room, because I don't have enough movement space to go past them. So I would be here just to catch up. Hearing the glass shatter, all that stuff, it'd be more flavor of what the hell just happened.
Thanks.
I guess I go into the room and go around the corner and sit down on the chair. Because I can't bust the door down with Graven in the way. So I'm just going to sit down for a minute. I'm tired. I'm going to use a health potion while I'm here. I'm going to use my full action to do it.
Okay.
All right, Graven, what you doing?
My turn. I kind of look around like, we need like 10 minutes before we go kill this fucker.
Nah, let's get it over with. Short rest doesn't help any of us as far as spells and shit go anyway, so.
Yeah, I will open the door.
Okay. As you open the door, he is on the ceiling, roughly 10 feet away from you.
I will.
What do you do?
Enclose that 10 feet, and I will swing at his ass. 5 plus 7.
12.
12.
No, I lied. Miss. That's a miss.
Oh, I'm blessed. Shit. But too late. But 2 more probably wouldn't help anyways.
Nope.
Alright. Bonus action. I'll pull the echo out right here. And then I will swing again. That one hits. 19 plus 7.
Yep.
3 plus 4. 7. Slashing. I will unleash incantation again, and I will swing again with Echo. That's a 12 plus 7 that hits. That is another 7 damage.
Okay.
And that is it.
Not looking good, boys. Not looking good. Torinn.
I'm just gonna firebolt his ass.
Fireball? Is that what you said?
Firebolt. Bolt.
Okay.
I don't have
I
fire.
heard ball as well. I heard ball as well.
I was like, wait a minute.
I was like-
come on now.
I was like, damn, dude, he's right there. Fuck.
15.
I'm so sorry.
Hits.
That'll be 10 fire damage.
Now, Connor. How do you want to do it?
I blast my fireball at him. Just completely engulfs him in flames, and he is just crumbling into ash as he falls off the ceiling.
God damn it.
What did you just remember?
Nothing. I wanted to do something with the dead body, but it's ash now,
Ah.
so I can't.
No,
Now
no.
Back in
and
the
in
other room.
ash.
It still wouldn't be ash. Like it's not eviscerated.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I would say you're still able to do what you want to do.
He's definitely a spicy meatball, man.
With that, gentlemen, we are officially out of combat. As the chaos of really the last like minute to those 6 rounds, well, not even, but as the chaos of what just happened starts to calm down, you can hear the crackling of the floors where embers are still caught and cooling down. Air is eerily still.
Super tight.
The bones are still in the cabinet.
No, Jinx put him in his bag of holding.
Yeah,
Okay,
before you ran off.
Okay. I couldn't remember, so they didn't get him anyways. What exactly? Wait, where'd he go?
I'm right
He's
here.
right there.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You blended in because you bent down. And all I saw was your black shirt. I was like, where the fuck did he go?
So Graven's ransacking the shit out of this house now.
Okay.
I would go downstairs.
I'll just say, as soon as I know coast clear up here, I'm going downstairs to see if that fucker is either dead, gone, or fucking knocked out.
DJ,
Yes.
what did you want to do, good sir?
I'm going to go to the 2 dead vampire spawns and remove both of their fangs and cut the heart out of both of them.
Okay.
And I'm going to store them all in my bag of holding. And then I'll go downstairs after collecting. You know, we have the bones, we have all the shit.
Yeah.
Assuming there's nothing else that looks valuable up here or useful. Any tools or anything? Any components of any kind anywhere in any of the rooms?
Carpenter tools you could definitely find here.
Yeah, I'll take a full set of carpenter tools just so I don't have to make them later.
Basic items you all could easily find, like pinions, nails, right? Anything of like that nature. I mean, this dude wasn't rich by any means, so it's not like he's sitting here hiding a bunch of goodies. But there's plenty of fabric if anybody needs to grab fabric for anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a little bit of everything.
Okay.
We can go over it after the session if you want to just give me a list of the kind of shit that I would find. I'll just add them all that way.
Yeah, mostly commoner stuff. He definitely doesn't have any like magic items or anything.
Yeah, I'm just looking for regular shit.
Okay.
Stuff that I can use later on.
Yeah, I gotcha. Okay, so you all go. We can just do theater of the mind for this part. That way I don't have to bring tokens and. Well, actually, all you should be able to go now because we're out of initiative. So everybody should be able to go down the stairs. No problem.
I would be ahead of you, sir. So take a break. Relax. Relax.
Is he here?
He is. As you all walk down the stairs, his chest is very shallow. Breathing.
Yeah, I would definitely check him to see if he was alive.
Okay. Hold on. As you walk up to him, he is alive.
Okay.
He was 2 and 2, and I just rolled in that 20 on if he died or not. So he's alive.
I would call for everybody upstairs whenever they were done. I would look at Torinn. I'd be like, Torinn, let's make this a group thing. I know you want him down. Yeah, I know you want him gone. But we all have to carry that burden with you if you do this.
Right.
So I want to wait for the whole group. If they all agree, we let him be. We walk out and just say the vampires did it.
No, I was just saying Torrance says absolutely nothing. He's just staring at him.
Jinx would ask what the strategic advantage is to his death. Jinx is focused on the mission, why we're here, what we're trying to accomplish, and how it helps us, or whether it helps us at all.
Like, I get why you're mad. You should be. We all should be. But we're also in a town where this guy wasn't seen as a bad guy. They don't all know. We can say whatever we want. Doesn't mean they believe us.
Well, I think we have substantial evidence to prove he was working with them, and we let the town and Isaac and the Burgomaster take care of it.
Yeah.
Maybe he becomes the sacrifice for the party this weekend. We don't know, but I don't think it's up to us.
I would say that we should tell the Burgomaster that there were vampires in town.
And that
And
he
we
was
fought
working with them.
And he was working with them.
Under duress, but still willingly.
He fucked the town. He almost fucked the town.
Yeah.
Not the worst crime than anything else to them. I know, I get it, buddy. Trust me. Again, I'll put my hand on your chest, like I know, I can feel the rage inside of you, and I'm like, just let this be the town's thing, not us.
Torinn closes his eyes, takes just a huge deep breath. Just, as subtly as possible, nods his head, and I just walk out.
Meanwhile, I'm just walking out. I'm like, I definitely thought this dude was gonna kill him. Like,
You're lucky. You're lucky. X. You're lucky. You were the first one down there. If I was the first one down there, if I knew and
I know.
saw him
I
breathing,
knew
I was stepping off
exactly what was going. That's why I said I'm going downstairs. I know what you were doing. I got you, bro. But at the same time, with him being laying on the floor, I'm definitely checking his pockets.
Run that shit.
For me, what convinces
Torinn?
What convinces Torinn here is you saying about using him as a sacrifice for wherever the fucking festival is.
I would check his pockets to see if there's any notes or anything that he would have had for that specific moment saying why he did what he did, just for more evidence. I'm not trying to steal his pockets. Like,
Jinx would bind his hands and legs also and pick him up to carry him to the Burgomaster's house.
You...
Or at least stick flag on a guard outside, I guess, would probably be the smarter move.
Yep.
Alright, so, first things first, if you all searched him, you would find a note that was handwritten, and it was just, all it says on it is, "We'll pick up bones on the 7th of Near." Is the morning of the 7th of Near. And then it's signed. It's signed by a name that is Rahadin.
Jinx, hearing Xavath read that out loud, I would assume you would do.
Yep, I would.
Would say, okay, well, we obviously have to get to the tower. Do we notify the guards and let them know that there is somebody coming here, like in collaboration with the vampires and Henrik? We might be able to get the guards to do something about that after we go. I don't want to wait around here for it to happen because we got shit we got to do. I mean, the little girl's still missing. That's important.
Yeah. I would think we'd split this because we need to get the bones back to that church.
Yeah.
Immediately, and taking him, depending on what the time of day. Right, I assume we were doing this in the morning when we entered into the house. It was still morning. We were
It's
there
only
for
been a
what?
couple minutes, technically.
Yeah. So
no, I don't think
it's like
this all fucking
8:30-ish.
happened. This all happened real fucking
fast.
fucking fast.
Yeah.
Like,
The whole
So
fight,
then,
mathematically, the whole fight was 36 seconds.
literally.
I talked to him for maybe 2 minutes before that, so...
Right. So essentially, I just like,
It's
let's
like
do
7
the
a.m.
split duties. Let me and Torinn take the bones.
I'll hand the bag of holding right to you.
Yep, and then you guys take him to the Burgomaster.
Okay.
Don't let him slide out of this, because if he does,
absolutely not. Absolutely.
And I point at the big one, and I'm like, because he's,
No,
we're not going to be able to save him a second time.
I'll look over at Graven and say, it probably wouldn't look good. Strangers, new people in town carrying a well-known member of the town through the streets, bound and gagged. Can you poke your head out the door and see if you can see a guard and flag them down and maybe get them to come here, and we can talk to them outside, explain the situation, kind of go from there. it's probably the safest route through this. I don't want to. We don't need guards seeing new people in town carrying Henrik through the street, bound and gagged. That's not going to go well for us.
No. Yeah, I mean, I can go poke my head up.
Yeah, just see if you can find somebody. If you got to walk a couple feet away, do what you got to do. I'll wait here with him. And then
Come on,
you two
big
can
boy.
go ahead and get going. What else? Was there anything else you found on him aside from the letter? I know we kind of cut you off.
Yeah, I mean, this dude's dirt poor. I mean, also on that note, it just says the amount that he was honest. Like, the amount that he was offered to be paid was 200 gold.
200 gold, yeah. Okay.
So it essentially it was like, I don't want to say a bill of sale, but you know what I mean. It was that written agreement type deal.
Okay.
Besides that, I mean, if you all want bucks on casket making and that kind of stuff, you're more than welcome to have it. I don't really know what you all would do with it, but this is...
Jinx will for sure read books while he's sitting here waiting on Graven to come back, and he's a bit of a speed reader, being a machine. Yeah, I will absolutely burn through a casket making book.
Okay, yeah.
More for not to learn how to make a casket, but to learn joinery and adhering fabric to wood properly, and like I'm pulling that out of it. You know,
right? Exactly. No, I get it. Which you're totally able to do. I mean, the book that you found and you sit there and skim through super fucking quick, just because it's you. It has various styles from different regions of the world, and for anything from your basic bare bones like he did here, to like your super elegant like rulers of water deep would be buried in, right? I mean, those super elegant like velvet plush insides, like
right.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely sit here and learn about all that type of stuff to improve your skills. Yeah, 100%. Okay, Jordan, you're going out looking for a guard.
Yeah.
Okay. You would know by now. Most of the time, guards don't come down these side alleys. But there's usually a couple floating around like town square. That seems to be like a good place. So you start to head that way. It's probably going to take you. If you're running, are you running or are you walking?
A faster pace, yeah, jog. I mean, maybe a speed walk.
It's probably about a 5-minute like speed walk to get to the center of town where you all usually see at least some sort of guards, especially being this early in the morning, right? It's still pretty fucking early, so.
He's doing that speed walk that old women do when they got the weird visor and like the 1 pound.
Yeah.
They're like 70 years old. They're doing like the hips and the shoulders going with it.
Excuse me. Hello.
To your left.
Okay. So you're going off doing that.
Yep.
What are the rest of you boys doing?
We're taking the bones to the church. Yeah.
Yeah, they have that bag of holding.
Yeah, I was gonna say I would have
Go
found a spot outside to sit down until X would have come out and said we're taking the bones.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I'd be like,
come
on, boss. Like,
just
and during that walk,
you have my immovable rod and my boundless bottle, my bottle of boundless coffee. Just so you know.
Knowing that, I would definitely be like, ooh, coffee time.
Coffee.
Like,
Don't mind if I do.
Right, like this is gonna be good. So, because
it's a good day, Tater.
At the same time, though,
such a fun little stupid item.
It's great. It's great. But I would speak to Torinn on our walk, and I'm like, I know that didn't go out the way you wanted it to, but I want to say that it's like I stumbled trying to figure out the best way to say you weren't wrong. But we're stuck here, right? Like that conversation of, yeah, he deserved everything that was coming to him. Everything that you did was not wrong. I just can't put us in a spot. I felt like we couldn't put ourselves in a spot with this guy without at least someone else in their hierarchy knowing that. If they set him free and you decide to go on a walk, I just sip my coffee and just kind of like side eye him, and I'm like, but I don't say anything else. I don't say anything else.
Torinn doesn't say anything. He's more like, whilst we're walking, he's just kind of like staring down at the dirt as we're just walking, and you can tell he's in thought, but I'm also listening because I kind of like nod along to what you're saying. But when you
Yeah,
when you
I'm like,
say like, oh, if you get released and
going to walk. I mean, hey,
I do put on like a
didn't
little
know.
fucking little smirk on when you say that.
This is the side smirk, like this motherfucker knows me. He knows, and I'm like, hey, bro, it's cool. Like I get it. He deserved every bit of it, but maybe not by us. Maybe it will be. And at that point, I hope I'm good at that. Right? So it's just, and then we would get to the church, however long it takes us, that small conversation, coffee, I'd ask if you want a sip of coffee. Want some?
This the first time and probably the only time I'll say yes because Torinn doesn't drink coffee. But you see, we stop walking for a second, and I do one of those where I start drinking, and slowly just raise it up and just keeps pouring, just guzzling it down, and then.
Like, I'll take it back from you. I'm like, yeah, that is going to be the meanest shit when it happens. That's all I'm saying. We just keep hoofing it. And I'm like,
you imagine a Dragonborn shit hopped up on coffee?
Hell no. That's a
New
sandblast
ice
right there,
dragonborn on
bro.
top of it.
Whatever that time frame is, and then we get to the church. We would look for the father and just say, hey, I got your sheet.
As you walk into the church, Yeska is already there, lighting the candles up towards the front of the church by the pew. He hears the door open and looks up at you all and immediately waves and just goes back to what he's doing.
Okay.
You look around, you don't necessarily see Father Lucian right away, but as you walk up towards the front, Father Lucian does come out of his office area, and at first looks inquisitive on who's coming through the door, and then you can tell he's going through various emotions with you being back, right? Like it's either good news or it's bad news. And he just said, "Morning."
Morning. We got someplace to talk?
Of course, and he looks over and says, "Yeska." Says, "Yes, Father." Says, "Would you mind going out back to the cemetery and just picking up those loose logs that have rolled off the stack of the pile? I just don't. It's supposed to rain tonight, and I don't want them all getting waterlogged. So let's go ahead and get those stacked back up and get them covered. Not sure what time the rain's going to hit today."
How do you know it's going to rain?
You're
It's
not
on my
there.
app. I know.
It's on my app.
He immediately.
Also, has iPhone.
God,
yeah.
God told me.
Yeah, immediately Yeska just nods and says, "Of course, Father. I'll go ahead and take care of that." And he looks at you all and says, "Have a good day if I don't see you.
You too, buddy.
Hope to see you tomorrow."
Absolutely.
Uh,
Finger guns.
yeah. He goes on about his business. You all are the only ones in the church right now.
So once I know he's essentially out of earshot, I'm like, okay, so no, I'm just kidding.
This is Earth. Dang.
This is the Earth. So it's be long story short. It was Henrik. He paid your boy to get this thing out of the basement. They put it in the house. He had it in his house. When we found that out and went into the house, and at that moment, I'm like getting ready to hand him the bones from the bag. There were vampires inside the house. And then I'll go in the bag to grab the bones. I said, but we got your bones. It seems like someone was coming to pick this up.
Hold on. You're telling me Henrik had them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
he paid Milo to get them, bring them to him. And Milo is in such a state that money, it's easy to bribe.
He just took advantage of a kid.
And he had these bones in his house waiting for someone to come pick it up. Ramadan, what was his name? And I'll like have a moment. I'm like, Rahadin?
Rahadin, yeah.
I don't know who that is either. I would assume you wouldn't know either, but that's...
Like, as you're talking, he just immediately grabs onto his necklace. I don't have time to deal with.
Well, let me ask you this one question before you completely kind of... I know it's a lot, but I gotta ask. Is Henrik the one bringing the bodies here? The spaces that you opened up in the back?
No,
he was just making the coffins for him?
Yeah, we had got word that a few travelers had been attacked in between here and Barovia, and it was closer to bring them here. So they did, and Henrik was making the caskets, and obviously Malvoy, being our groundskeeper, was working in tandem with him to get the caskets made and bring the bodies over and buried today.
I would do the return to him, and I would grab my own, and I say, my brother in the light, they were not who they say they were. This was going to get bad. I said, you need to find a better place to protect these things. And I'll officially stretch out my hand to give him the bones. I said, you need a better place to hide this now that somebody knows where it is. Where it was, anyway.
He takes them. He says, and where might Henrik and Malvoy be?
Malvoy is with his family, safe and sound.
And
a couple hundred. I said a couple 100 gold richer. I'll tell you that. And Henrik,
lucky to be alive.
He's lucky to be alive, but he is being brought to the Burgomaster. That man almost created a massacre because of not being...
No. You can't go to the Burgomaster.
Why?
I guess you're right. It just comes back on me. It comes back on me.
Correct. But at the same time, it came back on you, and you chose to use the people that the Burgomaster trusted to save his own household.
Roll me a persuasion at advantage.
What is my persuasion? Oh, it's a +2. Cool.
A little bit of the Asian persuasion.
17.
Takes a second. Kind of just lolls over what you're saying.
I will, with trying to do this, you understand, we are here to help this town as much as possible, and he almost ruined this land.
You all literally just saved this entire city.
And we can add an extra. We can have Jinx come in here and probably help you craft something that we can make it better to protect it.
Right, well, for right now, the bones are back. They'll be safe. I'll figure out some way to secure them for now. I just won't leave their side. It's
at that moment, while he's doing that, I'm gonna pull out the fucking stone. Just have like this giant sigh. Like, Jinx, I need you to come to church to help us build something when you got a chance. And that's it. And I'll put it back and
Yeah.
What
Jinx
the-
responds. Jinx responds almost immediately and says, "Okay, if it's urgent, do." Wait, you can't respond to this shit. I only have so many words.
You know, he's super intelligent, but that guy. I'm not licking that again.
What is it? It's like 25 words or something like that. I can't
Yeah,
remember the number.
yeah.
Something quick. It's
But,
like the sending message.
As you lick it, it's like a mixture of like salt and iron.
Well, I already have my red wings.
as
I'm
you-
good, bro.
as you like licked it, like when you went over the mouth there for a second, like you felt like a stone appendage like poke your tongue as you went past it.
I hate you that you did this. I hate
Utterly
you.
That's
that you did this.
terrified, horrified that you're licking a stone.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you
Right,
doing?
he's probably like, what?
He
After he
he
puts
just-
it away,
Oh,
I
God.
was just saying, after he puts it away, I just turned to say, "That's your stone, then."
I look at him with like the absolute most defeated face possible. Like, I don't know why I did that either. I should have just tried to talk through. Like, I don't. Leave me alone.
as like this happens, like Father Lucian just like looks at you, like not startled but confused as you at this whole thing, and he doesn't even say like nothing shocking. He's just like now why we don't have an issue within these walls when no one's here. I would be careful using those around here.
Trust me, that's probably the last time I'll ever use it, really, because like I'm still having a moment, like I can't.
Like,
Do you have water? Do you have some water? Can I have some water?
he goes, I have wine.
That's good. Thanks.
All right. He goes.
Please.
He goes
I
over.
need it out of my mouth.
He like goes over to like the communion station, as I call it. I just like to think that there's like a break area with wines and shitty crackers.
And some fucked up cups. Hell
The
yeah.
driest crackers known to mankind.
But yeah, he pours just a little bit. Nothing crazy. I'm not gonna make you roll for fucking intoxication. Just enough to wet your whistle and just get that taste, right?
Yeah. It's enough to like swish around.
Swish.
Thank you.
But you do notice, like, as he brings the wine over, it's not a red wine.
Right.
It's a white wine that has like an opal swirl through the entire thing, right? Like, I think everybody knows what I'm talking about here, right? We've all seen it.
Yeah.
And he brings it over, and you've never seen wine quite like this. It tastes like white wine, just a little on the dry side. And as you drink it, he says, well, maybe you'll get to not only the taste out of your mouth, but a little extra blessing today.
Like, it's a slight bow, and then I'm just like, so much. I'm just like, I'm never doing that again.
But he said, well, it's fine for now. They have their resting place. I'm not going to leave this exact spot. Is there any reason to believe that we are in immediate danger?
No, but I believe that they tried to destroy this town. I'll be real honest with you. And it led me to believe that these needed to be protected because the one thing that they tried has failed. They know about us. The creature we tried to kill ran away, transformed, and took off. We killed her spawn. So as of right now, there's nothing in the town that we know of. And that's why I think it's better that the Burgomaster know that it was thwarted. Excuse me.
The wine hit
And
me
that-
hard, boy. Shit.
I think that's just stroke. Like
Thwarted.
That tongue is fucked up today. So I feel like you being part of this, understanding the significance of these, plus the Burgomaster believing that there's potential sacrifices is worth it and all this stuff. They want this town.
Of course they do. They've wanted the town for centuries. And
They want
they
it.
just
So-
can't. Well, the bones are safe for now.
Yeah.
They certainly can't step within the hallowed ground, and the town's at least protected from the violence. They can't.
I want to say this too. I know you know Milo's a good kid.
He is,
So
but
regardless of what you feel and what you think, go easy on him.
not
For my
necess-
sake.
not necessarily for me to decide. Punishment will come from the higher being. Obviously, he's a kid, and I know of his situation. It's really quite tragic what these damn pies are doing in this town. There are rumors of kids going missing left and right, and all of their parents seem to be infatuated with these pies, as if they need them, and they're willing to do whatever to get them. I don't know. It's just a trend I've seen. I've noticed a couple missing children reports on the board in the center of town as of late, and I'm just watching this happen. And that's why I've kept Milo close to me. I wouldn't want to see anything happen to him. I can't help his entire family, but he is a good kid. Definitely have some issues with him now. You guys aren't going to fill the Burgomaster in on him, are you?
No. Henrik is to blame. Henrik will take all of the blame.
Like a sigh of relief comes over him.
Hmm.
He was like, "Okay, good. Well, when Malvoy comes in today, I'll handle that part of it. Perfectly fine.
He needs support more than anything.
I know. I can forgive his actions. Henrik, not so much.
Don't worry. Neither can we.
Perfectly fine. I would just say, you might want to let your friends know that with the festival tomorrow, bringing news like this might get a frantic reaction out of the Burgomaster. He's usually stressed around this time, just trying to make last-minute plans and adjustments. And I'm not saying don't tell him. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised if he's a little more elevated or aggravated.
That's fine. I mean, we're only doing what's right for the city at this point. You put us on a task, we completed that task. I hope it makes the town feel like they can trust us a little bit more.
The town doesn't ever need to know about this, but just know that the church is forever in your all's debt. If you need sanctuary, if Ireena needs sanctuary, we're here. Does HUD... Hold on 1 second. And watch as he opens up that latch real quick and hops down in with the bones. Puts them back on his resting place. Comes back up about 20 seconds later. And as he's climbing up, he's saying one of his prayers that you all have heard him say. He closes the latch, and he walks back to his office. And he comes back out with a couple things for you all. He hands over these items and says, it's not much with such short notice. I wasn't planning on having to have anybody help me here, but I hope this can do for now, and depending on how the Burgomaster reacts when I talk to him, maybe he can help repay you all a little bit more. He gives you all 300 gold. And it's the funny money gold. It's the Strahd money because you're in Barovia.
Mm-hmm.
He's giving you 2 potions of greater healing, 1 potion of heroism, and he gives you a scroll for Revivify.
Ooh,
That doesn't bode.
I have it. Yeah.
That's not
No.
a spell I can use.
Well, you can with the scroll.
Yeah, true.
One time.
You can transcribe it into a spell book and have it permanently, though.
Well, actually, you all do have a member of your party who can use it.
Hello.
No, what I mean is me transcribing it. That's why.
Oh.
Is that not?
I can also take the spell anyway as a 3rd level. That's fine.
Yeah.
Either way, yeah, he gives you all that, and again, thanks you all immensely for what you all have done today. And he'll be there whenever you guys decide to return again. He's offered you all sanctuary, whatever the church can help with. They're more than welcome to help you. Jordan, you make it to the center of town, and you are able to find a guard. He is, as you approach, he's standing there with Isaac, who seems to be putting a paper of some sort on the main post board in the center of town.
I go up, not to Isaac, but to the guard. Hey, sir. I need your assistance back over here.
Turns to you and so, what's the problem?
I have to explain to you over there.
That's,
I have to show you. I can't just tell you.
Is it an emergency or not? Clearly, I'm busy. Why are you acting weird?
I'm not acting weird. I just need assistance, and the city's guard is not helping me. I'm on the mission.
Roll me deception. Roll me fucking deception.
Are you talking to the guard or to Isaac?
The guard.
To the guard, who's with Isaac.
Yeah. I ain't even fucking with Isaac.
Completely blanking Isaac.
why didn't you talk to Isaac?
Hey, can you come down to
he
dark
knows
alley
we're on
with me?
he knows we're on the up and up because we helped his boss. Hey, I'm just saying. What'd you roll?
15?
Quite busy getting ready for tomorrow's festivities. Just get to the point. I'm not going to go over to the shady alley with you, and if you push it one more time, you're just going to end up in the brig.
Unlikely. But, anyways, I need your help to get some news to the Burgomaster that, again, I just can't have it all out in front of the Commonwealth.
Isaac turns from nailing this piece of paper onto the board. Says, well, good thing no one's fucking around except, his head security. So what the fuck's the problem?
Oh. Nice to meet you. I think I've heard you. Didn't recognize you.
Like-
Apologies. Do you really want me to say it right now? I mean, there was vampires in the city, and we kind of got rid of them for you, but we got some more shit we need to show you just to make sure the festival doesn't go haywire.
I like takes a second and like just looks at you, like looks at the guard, and they both just start belly up laughing at you, just dying laughing. And Isaac says, "Vampires in Vallaki. Okay, look, seems you've had one too many. Why don't you just go on before you get yourself in trouble?"
It involves Hendrix stealing the protection from the church. And they were expecting some new visitors that, as we know, without that protection would have, not have been protected. So, I'm not drunk. I'm really trying to do this very patiently. Can you please just follow me for a second?
Stops and things for a second. Looks at his at the guard that's with him. Go entertain the nut. And just meet me back at the manor. If you need any assistance, let me know. If he's completely lying, he comes back with you.
Oh, I'm coming back with him anyways, because again, I gotta speak to the Burgomaster about all this shit. I'm just trying to help y'all as the security guard of the city to not cause chaos right before the festival.
Isaac looks at you and says, "You talk way too fucking much.
I've heard that.
You
many
want
times.
us to help? We'll help." And he reaches into a bag he has, and he pulls out a pair of shackles. These shackles have an ever so slight blue glow to them. And he hands them to the guard that's with him. And the guard puts them in his bag. And the guard looks at you. Says, "Okay, I guess let's get this over with."
Alright. This way, sir. I think we'll see you back at the manor.
Do you look at the board to see what he's posting?
I would want to glance what he was posting.
Roll me a perception at disadvantage. It's going to be disadvantage.
If you're intentionally trying to see something, that will be investigation.
Well, he didn't even mention that he was seeing it, so I'm kind of giving it to him here.
Fair
That's
enough,
why
that's
I'm,
fair.
yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean, I would have noticed him putting it up there, and yes, I would have known that was Isaac, but again, I was trying to avoid him and not get him involved. But as he would have turned around, I would have tried to see what he posted. I mean, but again, either way, at disadvantage, if both of them were landed on 16 plus, what'd you ask? Perception?
You're good. Yeah.
Okay. 16 plus 5.
You're good. He is posting a wanted poster, or more of a "have you seen me" poster. And you notice the woman on it looks a lot like Ireena.
Get you. Definitely note that. But then I would lead the guard back to the coffin maker's house. Give a little knock, letting Jinx know I'm coming in.
Before they come back, I would try to wake this guy up. Like a few minutes after he left, I would try to wake this guy up.
He's not waking up. Like, he's stable, but he's not. Like, he's out. Like,
Okay. Then I would go upstairs and drag both of the vampire spawn bodies downstairs.
okay. Yeah, you can easily do that.
Okay, if I can't wake this guy up, then I got nothing. I'll just wait for them to come back.
Okay. You all eventually get back. Knocks on the door. You open.
What?
you open the door for my knock?
Oh, well, yeah, I wouldn't have expected you to knock, but I would go answer the door.
You open the door, and there stands Graven and the security guard, and take it you walk in. You just go right to the old man. Like, what are you doing?
All right. So as we enter, all right. I see Jinx, I see the spawns, and I see Hendrix barely alive over there. All right. I was like, so, see, there's the vampires. There's the dude that stole the bones. That's kind of in charge of all this. And that's my boy. Told you I wasn't lying. And I just didn't want to drag him through town while he's all fucked up and he's well known. Again, trying not to disrupt the town's festival.
And Jinx is gonna stand there silent because I don't know what story he's shared.
Yep, I get it. The security guard kind of just looks around, and he kind of like bends down, examines the corpses of the Empire spawns, pulls like their upper lip up just to like expose the fangs, and when he does, he doesn't like jump back, but like it's one of those like don't want to touch that, like gross.
But they're
That's
missing
real.
because Jinx has them in the bag.
Yeah,
Oh,
when I see
Oh
what he's doing,
yeah.
when I see what he's doing, I pull the teeth out and just kind of hold him in my hand next to him, so he can see them.
It's like when a
Kinda
kid
like-
holds a bug to somebody.
Like looks
Yeah.
into
Look
like,
it!
there's
Look.
like the cavity, and like looks over, and you're just like, here they are.
Here you go.
He goes, kind of like takes a step back, and I'm good. You can put those away. Why are you collecting those?
They could be useful one day.
Okay.
Blinksy
Okay.
might have a good opportunity with him for some of his crafts, so he has to pick some things up here and there.
I'm quite the engineer, actually.
And that.
All right. All right. He kind of like snaps out of it and stands up, and he's thinking.
It's
says,
worth noting that these two were only the spawn. The main vampire got away. Her name was Valenta. She turned into this big scary bat thing and jumped out the second-story window. My
Kinda just
compatriots found her to be very attractive, actually. Very attractive.
She was
Oh, here's her mask. I reach over and take it out of Jordan's
Yeah.
bag,
Yeah.
or Graven's bag. It's like, here's the mask she had on.
he just kind of like looks at you, just processing, because you just info dumped everything, and he's just like, all right, he goes up. Would you mind just putting that down?
The mask?
Yes.
Jinx sets it straight on the floor right in front of him.
Like that. Looks around. He like looks around for like a piece of cloth somewhere, and like goes over and grabs it, with the cloth, and like holds it up and just kind of looks at it.
Holds
And
one up.
The mask.
As soon as he goes to reach for it, Jinx puts his foot on top. He will not let him take it. Not in a threatening way, just in a, you just told me to put it down, why are you picking it up kind of way. Not trying to fight the guy, not trying to be threatening or anything like that. It's nothing combative.
He looks at you and says that you all called me here to investigate what's going on. Clearly, if that belongs to a vampire, it's something
no,
I should probably take back.
You're incorrect. We did not call you here to investigate anything. We called you here to take Henrik because he is guilty of corroboration with vampires. And here's the proof that vampires exist. And the
Inside Vallaki.
the father at St. Andrew's can likely corroborate everything we're saying as well. He stole the bones, which we've now returned to the church. We've done all the investigating for you.
We just need you to clean it up.
Well, I did a lot of cleanup while you guys were on your way here, but we're just trying to give you a criminal.
He just like shakes his head. He's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, it's like 8 a.m. Like, this is not what this.
I haven't had my
Yeah,
coffee or my shit
yeah.
yet. Okay.
This is how the day's
goes,
gonna start this way.
All right, starts looking around. Says like, all right, give me a second.
Okay, now what?
He goes.
Jinx gave him precisely 1 second.
He goes. As soon as he says, "Give me a second," he already turns to go walk to like the back of the first floor, which is essentially like a showroom for caskets, right? Like there's a nice seating area. Well, you guys saw it, right? You all obviously were in there when it was on fire. But you all hear what sounds like this dude like dragging wood across wood. And he drags a casket out to the main area where you guys are excited. At least for me, I would imagine that you all would have had this dude like right in that first room where the door was, right? Like not like back in the showroom still.
Right. Yeah.
So he goes back and grabs one of these plain Jane caskets, and puts it down, and he says, would you mind helping me grab 2 more?
What do you need 3 caskets for?
Yeah, one of them's still alive.
I understand, but I don't really want to be carrying the grave or the casket maker incapacitated.
See,
Gotcha.
this is
Okay.
why I came to you.
So if we do this the right way, it just looks like I'm escorting the 3 caskets that are supposed to be taken.
Understood.
This morning.
Understood. This is precisely why I didn't pick him up bound and bring him to you. We didn't want to carry a well-known person
Yes,
through
that
town.
would not have been good. So, if you all wouldn't mind, let's grab
Sure.
2 more.
Walk
Honestly, actually, he looks around and he's like,
We could probably fit 2 of them in one.
that's what I was thinking. You all
two
look
dead
strong. Yeah. I guess that's what we'll call them. They were already dead though, so I don't really.
Well, they're extra dead now.
Although
Although,
they're re-dead.
based on Hendrik's behavior, might be worth putting him in there with one of them. But that's just my opinion.
He stops for a second and goes, "Well, technically, if they were dead and then undead, and now they're dead again, that's a re-dead. They're re-dead.
Okay. I re-dead. Okay, yeah, re-dead.
Because they're dead again.
Yeah.
But actually dead, right?
Logic
I
works.
hope so.
Never mind. Schematics. If you wouldn't mind, just help. Just one more casket, and we'll go ahead and take them right over to the manor.
Sure.
Is that where you want these to go? Is the manor? Or?
Do we get to choose?
Well,
I thought this
not
was
too
more of y'all's call.
sure.
Oh boy.
Listen, I don't ask questions.
I ask a lot of questions and it gets me in trouble. So you tell us where to take these things.
No, okay, then. Yes, for now, we will take them to the manor. That's fine. We can
Okay.
put them down in the basement in the crypt. That's fine.
Okay. Jinx picks up Hendrik and very roughly drops him into a casket.
You all pack them up.
Kind of like grab
And,
a casket and Terminator style it.
The guard says, nobody should ask any questions, but they do, and they ask why we're going to the manor and not the church. Father Lucian's currently in a meeting with the Burgomaster, and we need to get the blessings so we can put them in the ground. Does that work for everybody? Better.
Jinx leans in and says, "But that's not true."
I understand that, but if anybody asks, why else would we be taking caskets to the Burgomaster?
Jinx leans back and goes, ah.
See,
Okay.
yes, yes. You're smart, but so dumb. I don't really understand.
Oh, I'm just
We're
catering-
still
I'm
trying
just
to figure
catering-
them out, so.
I'm just catering to your clearly inferior
There's
intelligence. That's all. But we can do whatever you'd like. It's fine.
No, that's perfectly fine. Can we get these moves so I can go about my day? We have a lot to work for tomorrow.
Sure.
Wonderful. You all, however you want to do it, are able to carry these things to the other side of
Least-
town.
Least
To,
suspicious way.
Yes, to the Burgomaster's house. Once there, immediately. What? Hold on. Where are you all going after the church? Are you going to the manor?
We didn't.
It
tell
would
you
either have
anything
been to
about
go back to that house or go to the Burgomaster's
Okay.
place, whichever
And
one.
I would
We were just
say
trying to sync back up.
I would say like en route, you all see them walking with the security guard, and you see Graven carrying a casket like it's a 1982 boombox, fucking jamming out to like Bone Thugs and shit, right? But you all y'all are able to Thuggish Buggish Bone. Anyways, you all are able to meet back up, no problem whatsoever. You all get to the manor. You all don't go in through the main door. The security guard, Jesus Christ, he essentially tells you just to follow him, and he takes you around to a back entrance that goes down into a cellar. He called it a crypt, but it's not a crypt. It's literally like a root cellar. And it's just kind of to get everybody out of the way for right now. Once down there, he says, that's when we can leave closed. We don't need to worry about the dead there. I'll make sure that they are properly disposed of.
the re-dead.
All right, thank you, sir. We're gonna go talk to Burgomaster now.
All right. All right. Well, I need to go find Isaac and let him know about this. I take it you all are going to confront the Burgomaster about this.
We were hoping that you all would just kind of handle it. We're not legal authorities here in town.
It's not so much that, but you all were the ones that called me for 2 slain bodies and a man barely alive. So you probably would like to tell your story, unless you just want to be accused of murder and kidnapping.
Conversations
Okay.
would be good.
All right.
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
your point.
It's dealer's choice, really. If you want, I could just go tell Isaac that you all did this, and you can deal with him.
I said I saw your point.
Okay. I have jokes too. And he goes,
Oh, I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do.
He goes, anyways, okay, well, I'll go find Isaac, and I'll tell him that you all are dealing with it, and I'll go on about my shitty day.
So you got a brig for this one?
Have a good cheat day.
I mean, right now he's bound, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's not going anywhere. Like, he's like, hey, I'm gonna go find Isaac so we can take care of this. Like, you know what I mean? Because
Right,
with that part, but he
right.
wants you all to go talk. You all said you were going to talk to the Burgomaster to go just explain what the fuck happened, right? That way we can have some actual information on this. Yeah. Okay.
As soon as this guy turns around to leave, Jinx just pops a middle finger up at him, and then looks around at the group, and then back at him, kind of like, am I doing this right?
You
Like
just see
in solidarity, I'm just like, I'm like, you got it, buddy. That's the one. Fuck
While
these
this
guys.
guy
Like,
is probably just barely still in earshot, Jinx looks at everybody and says, "Are all guards lazy, or is it unique to Vallaki?"
On that note, I would just turn around and be like, how do we go to the Burgomaster? We're not doing this today. Like, we're not, like, I'm still sore. Like, I don't want to be.
We still got a track.
Once I sit down, I'm done. Like, we got stuff to do. So let's hit the Burgomaster and walk out of here.
Yeah, we do gotta get going.
So we'll go to him.
Okay. You guys obviously have free entry in, where as you all get up there, you're met by the same staff that was there before. The maid that
We would just ask to see if we can speak to him.
and she would say, of course, he's up in his library. He's up up there.
Oh, I know where that is. And Jinx
okay.
just
And we'll
goes
go up.
goes up.
That's
Yeah, I follow.
And as you all walk, she just asks him, "Are you all hungry by chance?"
I'll take one to go.
Well,
Well,
She says,
if you
"Well,
guys want to go eat, you can. We'll go upstairs and tell this guy the
no,
story.
it's clearly you all look like you're busy, but breakfast will be ready here in a little bit. I can pack some for you all to take with you. It's not a big deal.
I would love that. Thank you.
No worries. And she goes and she's like, I'm gonna go tell Tresca or whatever the fuck the beefy woman's name was.
Well,
I think it is
the
Tresca.
fucking butch lesbian.
Yeah.
Okay.
You all,
Teresa.
yeah, you all go upstairs. You know exactly where to go. The door is closed. You all just walk in, or do you knock?
Jinx knocks.
Oh, it's definitely a knock. Yeah, it's definitely a knock.
From inside, you hear two dogs just kind of in a super like deep, like big ass
Yeah.
mastiff way.
As
And,
good puppies should. Yes,
And
yes.
inside, you hear up. Come in.
Jinx immediately opens the door.
Yep.
And walks in.
He looks up. He's sitting at his desk. Says, "Gentlemen,
Sir,
how are you?"
had better mornings,
def-
but
Yeah.
we're okay.
Did you drink too much last night? Pre-gaming before tomorrow's festivities.
We wish.
Unfortunately,
no.
no. So we got word that the bones of Saint Andrew went missing. We tracked them down and returned them back to the church. Father Lucian has them. But we managed to find out.
He
who
immediately,
ultimately-
as you're talking, he says he just raises his hand.
Jinx stops instantly.
He walks over to one of the many bookshelves and runs his fingers across the spines horizontally. And you all watch as one in particular starts to glow blue. He takes it and from the top and pulls it down. He leaves it like that and he comes back over. As you look at the walls of the room, there's like this clear, like force field, like wave.
Just a
It's
shimmer on
kind
the
of
inside of
like-
the walls.
Yeah, like it bubbling the entire room. He said, "Okay, now we can talk."
Security,
Uh,
in a way.
sound dampening.
Right.
Nobody can hear from outside of these walls right now.
Clever. So, as I was saying, the bones went missing. We returned them. Father Lucian has them, and they have been put back to rest where they belong. Come to find out, Henrik, the casket maker, was being coerced by vampires. Jinx pulls the teeth out of his hand and holds them out and says these were pulled from 2 of the 3 that we killed. The third one, unfortunately, got away. Henrik is bound and gagged in your basement alongside the 2 dead vampires, and we were instructed to come and inform you of what we discovered. And the guard that escorted us here said he would inform Isaac.
He takes just like a seat back into his chair.
I recognize this is a lot of information. If you have any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. But that said, we are on a bit of a time crunch as well. We have places to be today, unfortunately.
No, it's perfectly fine. The bones are back, though.
They are, yes, and
Yep.
secure.
I put
And-
them in the priest's hand, in the father's hands.
Other Lucian's okay.
Perfectly.
He is.
Do you suspect, and he kind of sits up at his desk, is there any reason to believe that he was a part of this?
Not in any
Not at
capacity.
all.
No.
He came to us in secret to try to warn us about it. He didn't know what happened.
Does the name
You know,
Rahadin
was-
mean anything to you?
Thanks for a second.
Well, and Jinx will look over at Xavath and say, Xavath found a letter on Henrik's person that was written from a Rahadin stating that he would come by and pick the bones up today. It may be prudent to have guards keeping an eye on Henrik's house and see who comes by, perhaps. I'll let you run your town the way you decide is appropriate, obviously.
He waves at you, just like, whatever.
Not down here.
Said, I don't necessarily know much about this individual, but I do know that he does work for Strahd.
Rahadin.
Well, that makes sense.
Does the name Valenta mean anything to you?
No. No.
We did not find out in game that she was one of his wives, right? She never said anything about that or anything. You said that table talk
She
earlier.
did
that
say she did just say that her master was waiting for her or something like that
Yeah.
during our fight, but that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, just
So
wanted to
we
make
just
sure I was
assumed
saying
she
the right shit.
Yeah.
So Valenta seemed to be the leader of the two that we did manage to dispatch and are currently in your basement. Very beautiful woman, at least according to my compatriots here. Said something about her master. I assume that likely is also Strahd. I don't know for certain.
He nods,
I'm
probably
working
like
off of assumptions.
in an agreement.
Right. But whoever this Rahadin fella might be worth talking to him
Yeah, so he'll be in town tomorrow, so you may want to.
today.
Today.
This is the 7th.
It's the morning of the 7th. The letter said he would be here on the 7th. So,
Yep.
But again, it's your town. You run it the way you see fit. Clearly, once we're back in town, we're happy to assist however appropriate.
Interesting. Okay. I will take care of the current situation for right now, as long as the bones are safe and we can focus on tomorrow. It's essentially going to be a problem for another day. I'll say something to Isaac to keep an eye out for this Rahadin.
Keep an eye out for 6 caskets as well. There were 6 graves being dug at the church, and it's our understanding, or at least impression, that vampires were going to be placed there since the bones were missing, and they were going to come out at night. I can't imagine they'll be able to step foot there, being hollowed ground now, but if 6 caskets are just left randomly in town square, that might be worth looking into, is all I'm saying.
Well,
Might I suggest until the festival's over, maybe put an extra guard in the church?
We're nearby.
They're not going to step on the church grounds. They can't.
no, they. That's he looks over at X and nods and says, exactly. That's my guess why they had to have somebody
Take the bones.
take the bones.
Maybe
And,
a good perimeter circling. Just a hint.
Of course, I'll get with some of my guards and we will make sure I'll get with Father Lucian as well and see what all he has to say about this.
And we realize we just dumped a shit ton on you, especially right before your great festival. Is there anything we could possibly do to help once we get back into town for preps?
No, it's you all have helped more than I could really ever repay. If what you're saying is true, it's perfectly fine. And don't worry too much about this matter. If I need something from you all, I will. I'll have one of the guards find you all if you're in town, and we can go from there.
Okay. Well, when we
Very
get
good.
back in town, we'll at least stop by or have a letter sent letting you know that we're back.
Sure.
We should be back
and-
for the festival tomorrow. So
Could I ask if I'm overstepping? Please tell me. Could I ask a potential favor, a very small one? There's a young man that lives near the church that could probably use a decent job. He's a very hardworking young man, has a large family to take care of, and we're trying to keep an eye out for him. If you have anything, his name's Milo. He lives out by the church, west of it, I believe.
of of course. We can figure that out here in the next couple of days.
Yeah, no
just,
rush. The festival
uh,
takes priority right now.
Yes. After we get through that, if you guys have free time and remind me, and I can get a little bit more detail from you, I'm
Sure.
sure we can find something for him.
Okay. He does do the gravedigger duties at the church, so I'm sure he would probably want to continue doing that. But anything on top of it, I'm sure he would be very appreciative of. But we can have that conversation after the festival.
Of course. Valorita, I want to say thank you for the information, but
No need.
it's
well, you did ask us. Anything comes up, let you know first. So
and I thank you. That could have been potentially very bad.
Catastrophic, I would say.
Uh, he's been trying for centuries to get into Vallaki. And I know a lot of people don't believe in the myth of the bones, but we have it that way on purpose.
Maybe worth making an example of Henrik, just to deter anybody else from working with any potential enemies. I'm not saying to brutalize the guy or anything, but
I have an idea for Hendra.
Okay.
Everybody
We'll
will everybody will see tomorrow.
understood.
Oh, he's gonna be on fire.
Hopefully we will. Hopefully we'll be back tonight. If not, we'll be back first thing in the morning. What time does the festival start tomorrow?
It goes all day. The big things don't start until the afternoon, almost sunset. It'll really commence with markets throughout the day, various vendors coming out, and then we'll have the grand St. Andrew's feast. And that's really the kickoff of celebration for the night. If you all are back, I would love for you all to join me at my table.
Be happy to.
Absolutely.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Nice to know I have strong, competent people in my corner. I'm sure you've started to see that running this city is not the easiest thing to do.
If I'm being honest, I'm not impressed by your guards. At least not the ones the couple that we've met. But that may be a reflection of poor leadership. Not you, obviously.
Well, we can.
It's like a moment of big eyes.
Hold up. Hold up. Wait a minute.
He's right
Jinx, you
here,
also
bro.
got to
He can see-
remember, these are the crown eaters of society. They're good at what they do, but red's
Well,
their favorite
require-
crown.
Doesn't require high intelligence to wield a sword. I understand.
No, and it's, believe it or not, it's hard to find good help around Barovia. In
I
general.
do believe it. One more question before we go. I noticed on the way through town, I noticed a poster on a post, I suppose. It looked to have a young woman on it. Do you know anything about that?
I've heard of a few children going missing as of late.
Oh no,
I
it wasn't
don't,
that young. It was by young woman. I mean a young adult woman.
Nothing
Was a wanted
comes
poster.
to mind. If Isaac deals with most of the posts that happen in the center of town, especially when it comes to fugitives or wanted individuals for one reason or the other.
Okay.
So if you need to, you can't miss him. I'm sure you've met him or at least seen him in passing. His arm's quite hard to miss.
I've seen him. I have not, but
He is certainly a hardened individual. Just mind your manners around him, and he's at his core he is a teddy bear, but he will rip your fucking head off.
understood. Well, thank you for your time, sir. We'll be in touch.
Of course, I can't wait for tomorrow. This week we're sacrificing a giant horse. It's a giant wooden horse. We'll put riches and things in the inside, and that's the beginning of our bonfire for the evening festivities. So,
Okay. Understood.
it's a
Very
immaculate.
nice.
Yes. But all right, gentlemen, I'll let you go. Like I said, thank you again. You know where to find me if you need me.
Sounds
Yes,
like
sir.
a plan. Appreciate it, sir.
Thank you.
We're out. Jinx needs 15 minutes to short rest.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to help me that much because I'm out of fucking spell slots, and if we're going to this tower, Jinx is going to be nothing but a cantrip and punching machine. Just so you all know, I'm not going to be able to help a whole lot in here, not unless we long rest, which
We ain't got time
it's
for
only a
that.
couple hours. Yeah, it's only a couple hours away. We're not going to have time for that. So,
Well,
but I think we're probably going to haul ass, hightail it over to Zoldar and his cabin and everything. I would imagine, at least.
you guys are able to make it over. They're no problem. They both are ready and waiting.
Boy.
They make Zoldar makes a just comment of find other things to keep your interest instead of wandering out in the middle of Barovia. They are ready to take off with you all.
Okay.
And that, my friends, is where we are going to end tonight.
Sounds
I was
good.
going to ask you we end there because I am
There's-
struggling
yeah.
right now.
Well, the struggle bus, and also we're about to just go into more stuff where you guys are going to take time, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. It's just a good
starting
place to it's a good place to
That's
stop.
a good place to freeze.
That
Yeah.
way we don't have to remember. Well, we were here and we saw this, and I didn't remember that. But thank you for playing my stupid game.